I had my history teacher. His name was Mr. Coon. He was my brother's history teacher before mine, and he had my brother when my brother was hit by a car on September 11th, 2001. True story.
Oh.
And when I had him, one day I said something to screw with him because me and him would just have like a joking back and forth. So he looked at me and said, "Go play in traffic." And I deadpan looked at him in the face and said, "Mr. Coon, that's my brother, not me." He felt so bad.
By the way, the story about your brother getting hit by a car, that's one of those, in like hindsight things, of like great comedy at a really morbid ass moments. Because there's just something hilarious about like, Anthony, did you hear what happened? Yeah, the trade centers fell down. No, your brother was hit by a car, and it's like, that's irony.
No, Rob, you don't understand. That literally happened.
I know, because you told me that story. And it's just like, I'm a fucked up individual, and I've already waited
It happened literally. I was walking up my driveway September 11th. I didn't know what happened that day until I got home from school. And my neighbor comes riding up on his bike. Sorry, Brandon, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I don't want to be that guy, but I think I could actually top that story. I went to a bar.
Do you want to top a story that involves a car accident and the greatest domestic terrorist attack?
See, that's why I was like, I don't know if I want to be. I don't know if I want to be that guy. But if you guys want to listen to the story,
it's not even that you being that guy.
I was in Saudi Arabia.
I used to say your mom a lot to every single joke, and you guys have noticed I've stopped saying it as much.
I know where this is going before you say anything else.
I went to a bar, and there was like a comedian there that I used to hang out with all the time, and I hadn't seen him in weeks. And I was just like, "Oh my god, dude, what's up?" And he's like, "I've just been living under a rock the past week. You know, it's been really hard." And I was like, "Your mom's living under a rock?" And he's like, "Dude, but my mom passed away last week." And I was like, "I'm so sorry."
As soon as you started explaining,
I phased that joke out of my vocabulary.
Sure. As soon as you started explaining the context of what you were about to say, I knew that's where this was going.
I'll be right back. I need to move my car.
Only say that joke to like Taylor and Tracy. That's it. Otherwise, I feel bad. But yeah. Oh, go ahead, Taylor.
No, I was just confirming that you only say that to me.
Almost every other day of the week. No, I'm kidding. It's not that bad. All right. I'm going to, now that Jackal's gone, I'm going to start the session.
Thank God.
Right.
Go on. We got to get this done before he gets back.
Roll20 is running stupidly slow for me. I went through, and it's funny that it is running so slow because I went through and cleaned up so much of it, but I'll go through and clean up more of it in the future. Anyways, welcome to the Ilderon Tales. This is Group C and Group D, Through the Heart and Brothers in Arms. This is episode 4 for both campaigns, I think.
So probably. Is this Through the Brother?
It is.
Yeah, through the brother. We are having a mega session tonight. We are playing Dungeons & Dragons. It is a role-playing game. Everything you are going to see tonight is live storytelling, and nothing is scripted. We're playing in a homebrew setting. The description for which is, information for which is down in the description. We are Google searchable. If you search Ilderon Tales, you'll see our World Amble account, and we're going to have lots more information on there coming soon. What else? Oh yeah, also if you're under the age of 18, you might see mature content on here. Please consult with your parents. And that's everything. Our Mike? What Mike?
No, I said might.
Oh, might? Yeah. Probably.
Man, some people's parents are dead.
That is true. I believe out of the 200 videos on the YouTube channel, I believe there is at least 3 sessions. I'm saying this with doing zero research. There is at least 3 sessions where not a single swear word is used. So
I do not believe that in the slightest.
go through and watch every video, and if I am correct, I'm correct, and if not, I'll give you a loot point, because that's a pretty fair trade.
I want a Paragon point if I'm going to spend my entire life doing 200 videos at 4 hours a pop.
Well, I'm not going to get off subject. Anyways, let's do a recap. It's been a while since both groups have played. I will let you guys, as a collective player base, vote. Do you guys want me to randomly select 2 victims, or do you guys want me to handle the whole recap?
Go ahead and pick someone. I don't care.
All right, 1 vote for picking people.
I think you got this.
All right, 1 vote for me. Anybody else want to weigh in? Because there's like
Jay,
9
just
players.
Just do it, Brett.
Wait, what am I
Maybe
wearing?
vote for Brandon.
All right, so I will
Hey, I
try.
just got back. What are we voting on?
Who's handling the recap? All right, so what's up, Tracy?
Oh, no, I was just saying you.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say the least prepared player.
I will handle it chronologically, which starts with Group C. All right, so Group C. Group C has gotten into the capital. It was ho ho ho. Thank God for that reminder and me having to do this, because that means I need to pull out my notes. It was the 27th of Hunter, and the party had decided it was finally time for them to go and talk to as many important people as they can to start negotiating the ceasefire. The party was escorted to High Councilwoman Kailissa Toll's office, and informed that since they were negotiating a ceasefire, it required her to send the order to her generals to basically stop attacking the Lunagai, and that she would be handling the negotiations. While on the way there, one of your party members, NPC by the name of Alil Haran. Oh, well, people probably don't want to see the Discord the whole time. An NPC by the name of Alil Haran informed you guys that she had bad history with Councilwoman Kailissa Tolls, counseled everybody on basically how to handle themselves in the negotiations, and the party essentially verbally just like slapped her and was like, "Get a hold of yourself, woman," and told her to come in. And she entered the negotiations with you, and Kailissa was nothing
Immediately
but,
regretted that decision.
yeah, nothing but disrespectful to her. And then the party was then waiting for the rest of the High Counselors to come and sit in on the meeting, hoping to have better outcomes with any of the other High Counselors. Kailissa, one by one, persuaded them to let her handle the negotiations, ceding to a demand, or ceding to Tristan, giving him the ability to appoint a High General of Winds, in exchange for him giving her complete authority over the decision of the ceasefire. Then Tristan recognized Roman in the party and told Kailissa that, you know, she can decide whatever she wants, but at the very least, you guys are to at least go home with your dignity and heads intact. From there, the party talked amongst themselves as they waited on the final councilman to arrive. The negotiations were going better than they thought they would, and everybody tossed around ideas of what would be a good negotiating tactic. Zodra was absolutely killing it. Meanwhile, a diviner came and inspected Lethe for any curses or enchantments, and after clearing her, sent her back to sit with the party, and then the diviner left. The final member of the negotiations was a councilwoman by the name of Lady Anna Delia Renalpaw Surreal, and she recognized Lumagrax Soulheart as as one of the mercenaries that kidnapped her wife and tried to ransom her to a cult. Lumagrax's sentencing, and this was revealed that he had his party members pled guilty to the crime and left their fates in the hands of Anadelia, and they all fled town before she gave them a judicial decision. That said, she saw Lumagrax and her blood absolutely boiled, almost bringing the negotiations to a screeching halt. The party was able to come up with the compromise if they could get Lord Walter Renalpaw to agree to a ceasefire, basically pressuring him from the angle of religion, as Lydia is a member of the Sun Yith, and Lyra is one of the highest lights within the Sun Yith. If they could pressure him to a ceasefire, then Kylissa would also agree to a ceasefire, solving two of Ardra Sarai's problems with two birds with one stone. There we go. There, the party left. They found out that Lethe had been charmed by the diviner, and Zodra dispelled the charm. And then the rest of then Anadelia was waiting for the party outside of the Grand Vestibule. She let Lumagrax know that she still hasn't forgiven him, and told him to think long and hard about what's fair and what's equal. And she wants to, or what's fair and what's even. And she wants to get even with what he did. She brought him back to her office and gave him the name of Alice Flatreb, a woman inside of a special cell inside of Storm's Nest, locked in the dungeons, and told him to kill her. Once he's killed her, to return to her, and she will modify his memory and remove it from his mind that he ever did so. And that completing that act would make him even with Anadelia. Then the party, back with the party, Lethe gave Zodra the book outlining the overlords, or rather outlining a mage by the name of Yissel, who created Isildrad, gave him his personal journal, and Zodra was fascinated with reading it, finding out about the mage's journey that led him to destroy Isildrad. Jumping over to Group D, you guys caught an assassin. Everybody caught an assassin. You handed her over to the palace guards. They took and locked her in the Storm's Nest dungeon. Oro was in charge of locking her away. And then from there, which direction did you guys head? You went and talked to High Councilwoman Anna Estelle, and basically told her that Weston was possibly cursed to become a Deathin, and that people were after him. And Anna told you that she would take care of it. Then Anna informed you there was a High Council meeting going on currently, and that she could no longer attend it because she had to give her attention to Weston. And you guys were tasked with informing the members of the meeting that she would not be in attendance. Heading up to the meeting, you guys interrupted it. This is after Group C has left, by the way. Anadelia was giving a report that half of the soldiers that have returned from the Nazaram forces are expected to join Walter Renalpaw's army in the north. Sorry, that's just going to be a thing, the dogs. From there, you guys talked to the different members of the council, informed them of the that Anadelia wouldn't be coming, and then talk to the members individually, having a heart-to-heart with Ariana, and then talking to Anadelia. I think it was Marrow was able to propose a plan with her to lure the Twilight Thing out of hiding, all into one spot for an ambush. And I think there's one moment I'm forgetting, but we're gonna pick up there.
Well, Tristan knew about the assassin now.
Yeah, you guys told Tristan, and he went down to handle it. Alright, so we're going to pick up with Group C because reasons. You guys are technically an hour ahead in the day. Actually, you guys want to see your Dungeon Master be a dick?
Alright.
So Anadelia told the party to come to her office after she was finished with her meeting. You guys are going to get to her office, and she is going to be leaving, dismissing Lumagrax and say, sorry, I can't talk right now. I really have to go meet with my magnate, walking with her people, or walking with her escorts. And yeah, she will be back after the meeting. And then we're going to time skip and everybody's together. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to pick up after the meeting. Anadelia, Kylissa, and Tristan have all descended from the Sage Tower. Anna was sent to handle Weston. Let's pick up with Group C because you guys would all be together, and that would be easier. Alright, so you guys are in the Castle of Zenith's Rise. You are waiting outside the offices of Anadelia, Renalpaul, Surreal. The idea was that you guys wanted to talk to her before Grax ate up all of her time, and she told you she would be back after the meeting. It has been about 40 minutes since she has been gone. What do you want to do?
Is Greg's with us?
Yes, all of Group C is together, and let's play some cool music. There we go.
So we're just standing outside her office?
You are standing outside her office. How long are you guys willing to wait outside her office?
Forever.
Forever?
Not long.
Mm-hmm.
I got things I want to do.
Rex, what did she ask of you?
Oh, I'm not sure I'm supposed to say this, but she wanted me to do something for her.
She wanted you to kill someone, didn't she?
Maybe.
I'm not surprised at this point. Politicians never want to get their hands dirty. Like, they always get some other poor sucker to do it. Congratulations, Grax. What does it feel like to be a sucker?
Lydia is going to speak up and say, we're not going to kill anybody while we're here in Artisarai, correct?
Who said that?
Lydia.
God, why did I say that?
Who said you're not Father Ray? Different character.
No, it's just more like the untrusted guy just said that.
It's like, we're not gonna kill anyone, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you would do that.
Yeah, Gaizen's head careens 200 degrees.
He full owls you.
Just what was that?
All right. As you guys are waiting outside of this office, you're going to see High Counselor Anadelia Reynolds Surreal walking down the hallway. She has her 2 attendants that were with her earlier, and a additional large fellow that you cannot see. And this slowness is killing me. Roll 20, or that you have not,
How do you not
seen
see
before.
Celebrus?
Because it's Celebrus.
Like, he's 7'4", I have a 23 passive perception, and I've met him.
I don't like how your passive matches my stealth when I'm not trying.
Actually, I think it's Celebrus and Marrow.
Yes, it is.
I wouldn't know, man.
No! He takes away!
Yes, it is, because last session it was both Celebrus and I talking to her.
Yeah, and Celebrus is with them too. So I'm going to have a hard time showing people portraits tonight. Just because Roll20 is running very slow, even though I cleaned up a lot of it, so I'll go through and delete some more things today, but this is kind of crazy.
And most people know what I look.
Yeah.
Mom's kind of crazy.
Oh, no. She
I don't know
just
if
coughed,
I'm-
Taylor. No, but I'm kidding. Alright, so Group C, standing in the
My
hallway.
mother has the diabetes.
Outside of Anadelia's office. You guys are going to... Or the entirety of Group C is there, which consists of Geisen, Lathy, Gelsina, Zodra, Roman, Lydia, Ililharin, Lumigrax, Altus, and Dusty. You guys see Anadelia, her 2 attendants, and Celebrus and Marrow walking down the hallway. You don't recognize Marrow, but you recognize the gargantuan of a man that is Celebrus.
I'm going to yell out, "Hey, it's the tall one!"
As if a nightmare springs back into my brain, I just deadpan look down the hallway.
Do you recognize these individuals?
Anadelia looking up and says, "Oh yes, I have to meet with the diplomats. They requested a moment of my presence before they leave." And she's going to say, "Despicable group they are."
Damn.
Except for
Wait,
Roman,
And
he's
you're
lovely.
lovely too.
Why was
I'm gonna wave again and yell, "Hey, friend, remember us?"
why wasn't I thought, when did they get here?
When did-
I assume I heard this.
Yeah, no, I see where this sounds like. How long have we been here? Hour? 2?
Like 3?
Yeah. About 2 hours. I
Good
mean,
place
in
for the guy
Celebrus's
trying to
defense,
kill
he was fighting a assassin, and then you're talking to your magnate.
That's fair.
It was a very carefully woven needle. And she's going to say, I believe they just arrived. High Councilwoman Kylissa Tolls has set terms for their demands.
They spoke to Kylissa.
Yes.
I can't imagine that went well.
Yeah,
Didn't.
I have to say that the customer service was not to my liking. Did not provide enough tea and cookies.
Looked at me dirty.
I will deal with you 2 in a minute.
yeah, the whole party is together.
Anadelia, you're meeting with them?
She nods.
I was the one that escorted them here from Dockensdale. And part of one of the things I was coming back for was to help with the talks. Apparently they've started without me, so that happens. Do you mind if I sit in and see what I can, if and what we can do with this?
So this time, or when you're saying this, the entire party is, everybody is together here. and she is going to look to Roman and point and say, "That one requested my time." He and I share a.
Roman?
No, yeah, and she would say he and I have spent the festival or the Rise of Earth together. He's a
Roman,
friend.
I didn't know you got around so much.
Roman, what are you
Hi.
doing with these idiots?
No, the assassin?
Roman is a acquaintance, I guess you could say. He helped me and my friends save Marcus and take down the giant muscle zombie. I also ran into him back in Dawkinsdale. And
What kind of muscle zombie are we referring to?
Earthfire weapons can do amazingly terrible things.
the kind that
If you ever
puts
find
people-
one, destroy it.
the kind that puts
What would one look like in great detail? Please. Just
It'll be made out of Valpier, it'll smell like sulfur, and it'll haunt your nightmares.
I hunt undead as a pastime, so that's why I was asking.
Yeah.
It was a thing. Don't worry about it, Marrow.
Look, I mean, I don't mind if he joins, you know, but
I need to get, speaking of former acquaintances, I need to get mentally prepared for talking with my old acquaintance, as well as talking to an old friend of mine. So, perhaps listening into these talks won't be too bad if you want me to sit in. If not, I'll be heading to the Calkin office.
Anadelia is actually going to hold up a finger and say, "Actually, Lord Estrai, I was hoping you could deliver the news of our plans to your allies."
Oh. Yeah, that sounds good as well. I'll go ahead and try and sniff them out.
She is going to nod and say, "Lovely." Anadelia will speak up and say he's from a small village south of Somarvilla. Not acclimated to the city, but the life of a noble suits him. And she's going to gesture to her office, and she's opening it. You guys are going to see it is a much smaller affair than Kylissa's. More set for intimate meetings, and she's going to say, "I hardly even use my quarters here at Zenith's Rise. I do most of my dealings either in the council chambers in Aline or in South Pell and Somia. But make yourselves comfortable." She says as many people crowd into her office. It's almost a shoulder-to-shoulder affair. She takes a seat at her
When you
desk.
became a high councilwoman, you weren't. Your
I
rank's
can
gone
see
up.
you were given the
So-
short end of the stick when it came to pay.
And Anadelia brushes a hand forward and says, "I requested the smallest office as I expected to never be in Zenith's Rise."
Whatever you need to tell yourself.
Anyways, kind of looks at all of the people that have to surround him during this. You know, I don't want to skip the pleasantries because it's been a while, but I imagine you want to get onto some, you know, to your business. What do you know about Tengu, the Fifth Ascendant?
She rolls a history die, and she's gonna brush a hand and say, "You're not honestly thinking of joining those that crazed cult, are you?"
No. I intend to stamp it out.
She's
I have a question. Why is your first assumption that we would join it?
and
Well, Dusty, because that's the mission. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Sorry, forget I said anything.
yeah, Anadelia's gonna say it's picking up a lot of popularity out and around the capital, specifically Darendar and Gwir. Hellenist too. Almost a circle through the heart of Erothia. She says, anywhere you see mass sacrifices going on, particularly herds of animals disappearing, there's probably a cult popping up.
There was a guy outside. Never mind.
And
I might have
she's
run into one of them.
And she's gonna nod and say, yeah, it's the belief that anybody can be ascended. It takes like wildfire. But every couple hundred years, I've read that things like this happen. But an ascended happens when an ascended happens, not through any amount of preparation. It's divine ordinance. And
Yeah.
she shakes her head and says, is he going to be the next ascended? I don't believe so. His followers believe, though, times of ascension are precursed with massive amounts of death. They're pleasant enough that they're not going around killing citizens, but they're sacrificing animals and things of that sort, which doesn't bode well for my family's finances.
Well, see, you're not wrong about the lack of attacks on citizens, but Tengu seems to be the primary force behind points at the party. All of these guys' strife.
She is going to think for a moment and say, I could point you to several popular gathering areas within Guir Darendar and the capital. I myself have not spoken to him, though.
Do you know if he makes appearances? If he has a base of operations?
Give me a second. Let's see, who's in this room? Celebris is in this room. Altus is in this room. I just need to see some things. Oh, thank God. Oh, Celebris is smart. How about this? This will be easier. Does everybody have their character sheets open?
I do.
Yep. I do not. 1 second.
What is everybody's passive insight?
13.
I know yours is 13. You were the first person I looked at. Okay,
Insight?
Roman's got 18. Because you're going to feel like Anadelia isn't in. You're going to feel like things don't quite add up with Anadelia's statement. Like, she's straight-faced selling this to you. But as far as, like, never having spoken to him, like, if he's causing her financial problems, she is the finance lady. You know, the amount of money and income she has, a hiccup is not a good thing for the amount of people she employs.
You know, speaking of finances, is there anything that looks valuable in this room?
In her office? No, she barely uses this place. But I'll roll you a die if she's decorated it with anything.
Look, Anadelia, if you want, we can have this conversation in private. But I need you to not hide things from me. Tengu is a threat to your country, to Arolnagai, possibly to Ilderon.
No, it's funny. Everything that's been happening, this will
Roll
might
me a
actually be
persuasion
saved
check.
place.
There's 15.
15?
Yeah.
And again, Anadelia is going to say, or she's going to say, I may have had a passing conversation with him. But to what extent that's played on his current actions or whatever's ailing you, I can't see how it's had any how it's had any hand in that.
I just need to know what I'm dealing with. Because, like I said, I intend to stamp the problem out.
She's going to respond, he's got considerable resources. He recruits in Guir, particularly those coming from the Northern Sea. And she's going to say, he's got some Dorai power, mastery over shadows.
He can move between... I don't think it's like between worlds. You know, he doesn't. I don't think he goes to the bridge, but it's awful. It's a dark place, but it lets him move through the shadows like they're nothing. I've tasted that power, and I hate it.
He also has. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Remy.
And he's used that power to do awful things.
He also has assassins he can send in through the shadows and kidnap people and transport them that way.
He's going to look at Lydia and say, and why is he after her?
I actually don't know. Do you?
From what I understand, her father had her transported to another plane, the Isildred, where we found her, and he had her stored there for safekeeping, and I'm guessing it has something to do with Tengu wanted her back to either stop the negotiations or he has some kind of clutch control over her father. I noticed that his assassin...
They work together. From what I've learned since then, maybe it wasn't the most positive relationship. But that's where I got a hold of some of that power. Was when I had a run-in with Thyma.
Well, Tengu's I've met Tengu. He attacked us one night and fled before we could take him out and left some of his assassins. And a lot of them were causing the issues that trailed us here. They kept trying to frame us and kill us on our way.
No, that's what I've put together so far, and that's why that's why I want to handle this.
Anadelia is going to laugh, just a little bit, and say, "It's funny that a solution can eventually become a problem."
What do you mean?
She's going to exhale and say, the tolls were attacking. The tolls were attacking caravans and merchants across the Ilderon border, almost like a wildfire spreading through the countryside. They were getting rich off of their plunders, and their growing resources represented a threat to myself and the Nakart family. I'd heard of his growing popularity, Tengu's growing popularity in the region of Bika Hold, and how much of a thorn he was being to Walter. I planted him within Hellenis. I helped him get established in the region to extend another branch of his crazy cult to try and make Manning Toll's life a little bit harder to cause him to withdraw from the border. I had hoped that a civil unrest in the region could prevent war between our two countries. Although it didn't, I didn't think much of it past then.
I mean, the problem is that you didn't know all the pieces on the board. Not, you know, it's not just there's about 7 of them. Bad people.
One of them was the one that hired the assassins that attacked the keep. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, Elena Ladelia.
Lumagrax and Altus.
Ah,
You guys both recognize that name. Lumagrax. Elena was the lady who hired you to kidnap Anadelio's wife. And Altus, you captured Iman Solom and you locked him up to interrogate him. And
Oh, no.
right before you interrogated him, Elena Ladelia busted him out. Literally, like, you passed through the door and she said hi to you and commented on your spellbook. And then you're just like, oh, thank you. And then she stepped into the room and killed all of the guards that were... Well, she didn't kill all of the guards, but she summoned a chimera that did.
Not my job.
And, yeah, and she teleported
You fought
out with
the
Iron
chimera.
Sword. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying,
I got the
you guys
best of every
both...
situation because I was polite.
Yeah, you guys both recognize the name when Roman drops it.
Are you gonna say anything?
Oof.
You guys
So,
don't have to say anything. I'm just saying you know the name.
Well, no, that's what I'm asking. 'Cause it's like,
I'm gonna remember this for later. I won't expose you in front of Anadelia.
Anyways, yeah, Elena Ladelia. She helped hire the assassins that attacked the Knight Respis. Do I know Respis' name?
Yeah, he was magnate for like 30 or 20 years.
Before Magnate Respis, Magnate Respis died. And she helped kidnap Dilo and Rona. And do I know what the Earth Fires?
Do you know they're gone?
Do I know that she played a part in it?
This is where the infinite knowledge of
No, you
players
don't.
doesn't mix well.
Yeah, Roman does not. Yeah, this half of the group doesn't have this information. Nobody in Ardor knows what's going on with the Seven.
Oh, and I guess I'll say that she's the one who hired my group to kidnap the wife.
Kidnap what?
She hired you to kidnap Rachia?
You kidnap Rachia?
Maybe.
Oh, Lumagrax, how could you do
Don't
this?
worry, Lumagrax, I won't expose you. By the way, I totally kidnapped, an important person's wife.
Lumagrax has already been exposed. She knows.
Yeah.
She knows exactly who he is.
She knows well.
But Celebrus didn't know this yet. Celebrus had no clue about any of this yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, since I already talked to Anadelia earlier, I figured I might as well say who hired me.
No, that's good knowledge. I think any attempt we make to damage Elena's network is, something like the way to atone. 'Cause what they're doing is awful. The little bits here and there, people they work with. I don't like any of it. Even if I have to go do it by myself, I'm taking out Tengu.
Right now, I'm in the middle of something too. Fuck.
She is going to speak up and say, fighting the Twilight Fang, Cerberus.
Oh, you guys are gonna kill Tyrellin?
Yeah, he's my next target.
Oh, fuck that guy.
You don't know the half of it.
Oh, I do. Anyways.
Anna Delia's got some information for you, and she's going to share and say, she's going to say, a stop in Gwir would not be a terrible idea for our plan. She's going to grab her ledger and start moving her hands across it. As she does, she's going to say, I came across a missive. Apparently, the Twilight Fang feeds in Gwir once a month. They import slaves, and the the guard in charge of the port overlooks their shipments for a sizable bribe. I thought once about cutting off their food supply, but I figured if I do that, they would just find a new place to eat. But maybe dampening it before we launch a strike could be enough to weaken them long enough for us to take out potentially all their members.
But you said yourself you wanted to run this operation with a small caravan of people. Just looking at who's in this room alone, that's a lot more than we had planned on. Would you think it better if we ran an operation where some of the group, some of us went to Gwir ahead of time and started cutting off supplies beforehand?
She is going to nod and say that could be arranged. We bribed
Tengu... Sorry, I'll let you finish.
Go ahead.
You said that Tengu came to your attention way back when, because he was a thorn in Walter's side, wasn't he?
She nods and says, cattle, livestock all around Bika Hold going missing. Darendar, cultists opening up portals, messing with the planar fabric. Kalkin and the university were called in before he got everything settled under control.
How close is Walter to Gwir?
Let's see. We've got a new fancy map that I will move everybody to. It's not terribly far at all. So halfway between Darendar and Gwir is where Bika Hold is, and Darendar is, I'm going to mark it in red, and let's go with a thin line. Because the noble families all live pretty close within each other. There is Darendar, there is Bika Hold, and there is Gweer?
We have to go talk to Walter. Part of our, part of the deal to try and get the ceasefire. We have to negotiate a ceasefire with Walter. Doesn't necessarily mean it's pertinent anymore, but appealing to his religious side, noting the fact that Tengu has been a part of unsavory things within his own nation, and to Ililnagai, the home of his religion. Maybe we can get a little extra manpower and pincer the Twilight Fang.
Anadelia is going to nod and say, I agree. I've been watching the Portmaster for some time. I'll prepare a sizable bribe, send it with you guys there, cut off the port, get it under our control. Any members of the Twilight Fang that come out of the woodwork, we'll handle then. But if we make them agitated enough early, when we spring our trap later, they won't be suspecting it. Or at least they'll be too distracted and hungry to care about the finer details of it.
This actually seems like it's all working even better than we had originally planned it in Adelia.
Well, we're a bit of a problem in the whole scheme of things. Remember, we're being hunted by a man that doesn't exactly care about physical distance.
That's true.
Anadelia is going to exhale and say one problem at a time. And she's going to point to your group, and I think she was there. Nope, she wasn't. I'll roll her a history die if she was informed. She was informed, and she's going to say, you speak to Walter and negotiate a ceasefire for the Civil War. Handle your problems before you handle ours. We'll handle the port, and then we'll speak together in half a week's time and see where our next strike is.
Is that good with everybody? I know I just kind of signed you up for a little extra.
It doesn't sound like we have a choice.
I'm not really thrilled with it, but if it gets the job done.
Yeah. Lydia's gonna speak up and say, it's killing Terrai technically count as killing people?
No,
As
Terrai
long as
don't
there's-
count.
They don't go to the bridge, so...
She's gonna nod and say, as long as there's no killing.
think of it this way.
You know what? Like,
about me
I'm
killing
done.
Tengu.
Just close your eyes, cover your
Yeah.
ears, think of happy things.
And think of it this way, Dusty. If we're able to take out Tengu and the Fang, and there is a church for Tengu down in Gweer, think of all the cool things you can find there.
Oh, I did roll that
This
die
is like
for
the point
cool
where
things
Dusty's eye-
for Dusty. Anadelia would have a horn on her wall. It is from an exotic creature. You are not sure what it's from, but boy does it look
How
fancy.
big is this horn?
How big is its horn? I'll roll you a d6 for the number of feet it is. I feel like that's fair.
Feet.
Please, six,
Yeah.
please, six, please, six.
It is about 2 feet long, and I will say that it is, and I'll say it's pitch black and it is incredibly curvaceous.
I feel like that's gonna be. It's on the wall. It's in an obvious spot. I don't think I can. How high up is it on the wall?
I will roll you 2d6 for its height.
Oh my god.
Come
Come on, 2.
It's, well, all good art should be mounted at eye level. It is 6 feet off the ground.
God damn
yeet
it.
Dusty.
It's too much trouble. It's too much trouble.
No.
But
You
at the
stand
mention
on
of
the pole.
cool things inside church, like this is the point where like little dollar signs show up in Dusty's eyes. It's like,
Yeah.
well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
I was gonna say, Dusty, Tengu's got the resources to pay a bunch of assassins fabulous amounts of money to hurt us. So if we kill him, we could, take his fabulous resources.
Look at that painting.
Also, Dusty, I'll make you a proposition. You do this for me and us. You don't cause any trouble while you're here as well. And I will stress that now.
Pretty sure we've already caused trouble.
I mean, no amount of trouble more than normal.
I will introduce you to someone.
No.
What kind of someone?
A friend.
He's gonna get you killed, fam.
If I wanted to get him killed, I would have done it myself a while time ago. I would have left him to the monk.
Yeah, no, people who are very angry and good with their fists tend to be very good at killing me.
No, sir.
Well, if that's decided, then you guys, why don't you come with me back to the Kelkin and we can discuss this with my companions and the Kelkin members there. I'm sure Apana would love to see some people from Hellcrest before or after she stabs me, I'm not sure.
Like a dissection cult, is it?
Well, like, you're not, like, alive, right? So, is that really...
You know, I hear you learn a lot of things from alive guys, actually.
She, it seems like everyone that's found out that I'm back has tried to kill me, or at least threatened me.
Well, you're not, like, alive, right? So...
No,
How do you die twice, is my question.
I don't care to find out. That's why tomorrow I'm getting my body back.
Alright.
Well, good luck with that.
Let's jump over to Group D. I'm assuming Celebris is going to go find them to tell them the change of plans?
Yeah, I was bringing Group C with me to the Kelkin office to discuss everything.
I don't think we're going to the Kelkin. Like, Group B.
Well, yeah, where would Group C be going? Would they be going to the Calkin office with Celebris?
I don't know.
I mean,
Okay,
Mel
let's-
would be heading to the Calkin office after talking to Group B.
Yeah. Let's get a vote from Group C real quick, and then we'll jump over to Group D.
Okay.
Alright, so, Group D, or Group C, which direction do you guys want to head? Anadelia has told you guys that she will support her people in taking the ports of Gwir. Meanwhile, while you go make peace with Walter Rennelpaw. Celebris has said if you guys then help out in Gwir, he will introduce you to fancy people. Provided Dusty doesn't make trouble. Where do you guys want to go from here?
I'm fine going to the Calkin offices.
Yeah, I mean... I feel like we should get going to Walter, but...
What time of day is it?
It is the afternoon going into the evening.
Well... We may not have time to start talking.
Hmm. Wow.
Alright.
We can go to the Calkin office and then head out tomorrow.
Okay, and, we'll end on this. As you guys are leaving Anadelia's office, Anadelia is going to call to Lumagrax and say, would you still have your title? I guess you technically would. She would say, Lord Soulheart, remember, that task we discussed. I trust you'll take care of it this evening.
This evening.
You're leaving town.
Never coming back.
Turn it down.
Drax is gonna. He's gonna think for a moment, and then he's gonna say, "Are you sure this is what you want?"
Anadelia's also going to think for a long moment, and then look up and say, yes. Unless you can kidnap her a baby. This is what she wants.
We probably do that pretty quick. That's
Today we're going straight up Michael Jackson.
These daily babies, he just hung one out.
Dusty,
over
you want to go? You want to go steal a baby?
Dingle, yeah, so about.
No, she doesn't say that. She just says yes.
I think it would have been funny if she did say that.
Go steal a damn baby.
Oh, wait, I wanted to add one more thing in before we leave.
Uh-huh.
That occurred to me, like to Anadelia.
Hit me.
By the way, one of your diviners charmed one of our companions. You should, I don't know if you're the lady that handles that kind of discipline, but you should look into that.
Who was charmed and who charmed you?
It was Lathy, and did we actually get Tritton's name?
I don't think we did.
I don't think we did.
Roman did.
Oh, did I hear it as Tritton?
Yeah, Kylissa asked, who are you? And she said, Tritton, new diviner. And then Kylissa, Kylissa,
It's like she hasn't even been here a full day, she's already been figured out.
Tritton.
Alright, Anadelia is going to say, Lord Orison needs to be removed from his post. There's another diviner causing the city problems. I will kill them myself. She puts up a hand and says, I'll look into it.
Good luck. Out of character.
I mean, I don't want to deal with it because I know better.
Not our problem.
Not our problem, not our problem, not our problem.
Well, actually, technically, it's my problem because I'm also part of this group.
Yes,
Also, I have no reason to think that that's not just an administrative problem.
No, it's like, we literally just hired you and already!
You're already replacing the last diviner by replacing the last diviner.
I just about almost coming up, so I heard you had an opening.
Alright. So you guys are heading towards the Calcan office. And I will come back to Group C. Alright, Group D. Marrow goes to find Father A, Alma, Rael, and Celebris is hanging out with Group C. His cooler
and
friends.
Dumont, I believe.
And, and Dumont. You guys, after talking to the counselors, were heading to the dungeon to speak with Tristan and Kato. I believe that was the plan. Does anybody want to change the plan?
No, that's fine.
All right.
No.
So,
Happy.
Father A, Rael, Alma, and Shafe are going to arrive at the dungeon before Marrow, and Marrow will arrive a step behind them.
Okay.
All right. Let's go back to Zenith Rise. And this is going to be fun. All right. And again, it's going to be difficult for me to show you guys portraits, so I'll try and be extra clear with who's talking. And it's also difficult for me to draw because Roll20 is running at 2 miles an hour tonight.
That's actually really fast.
That is really fast. For a person, yes. For
People
a
can
car,
run at
no.
like 32 miles an hour. Have you seen Usain Bolt?
No, he's too fast.
No,
It's like asking me if I've seen John Cena.
Like, you can't see him.
no. I have
Is it a
seen
person?
Usain Bolt. I've seen him posing with his winning tortoise. His
Anyway.
winning
The-
tortoise.
below the magnate's keep, walking down into the dungeon. You guys, would Oro still be here? Let's roll a percentage die. Above 80%, he is. 51%, Oro is gone. How quick would Tristan have been? 20% or above, Tristan is still here. Okay. 67. And is there anybody else important that would be down here? No. Okay,
Wait.
cool.
Non-prisoners, because like those dudes we beat up are still in there. That one time.
Yeah, they're still definitely in here. I don't have to roll
They
a
feel
percentage die
important.
for them. Oh, yeah. Above 0%.
Oh, by
they're
the
still
way,
in
while
there.
you were gone, they escaped.
Yeah, actually, the percentage die came up 90% on the first one and 54 on the second. They are both still there. Okay, heading down into the dungeons of Zenith Rise. Each of these dungeons is behind a stone wall, giving a private room for who's ever in the cell and whoever is talking to the person within the cell. This place can be manned by 3 guards comfortably because of the fortifications. Stepping down in here, you guys are going to see, would Tristan have any personal entourage he brought with him? Oh yeah, this assassin's dangerous. You guys are going to...
Character.
Yeah, actually, yeah, let's do that. You guys are going to see a woman standing outside of one of the private cells, along with 2 guards, and then there are also going to be the 3 normal guards. Well, the 2 normal guards and the 1 knight that mans this dungeon. Between the bars and the slots of the doors, you guys can see those 2 Ardorian generals whose names escape me right now. Those 2 generals from Walter's armies, they are each in separate cells as you guys walk down here. The knight, who we will just randomly say his name is Messias, because I don't have any NPC sheets or any NPC generators around me. He is going to stand up and would he salute? You guys are equal rank. Yeah, he doesn't have to salute you. He's going to stand up and say, Lord Anderson, looking at Marrow, who he does not know. Rael.
Oh, for a second there, I
who
thought
is-
you said Lord Anderson, and it's like looks at Marrow, and it's like, wow, dog.
No, he looks at you, Lord Anderson, bows to Rael, your grace, and Marrow and Alma, he is not aware of their title, but he'll give a respectful nod. He's going to say, Lord Asuan brought down the prisoner. She was unconscious, but she's long since woken up. High Counselor Phylan asked for a moment with her, and she has been properly secured since.
Actually, here's a weird, interesting fact, and I'm going to post this right now. Is she within 60 feet of me? Because I would know exactly where she is if she is. Because she is still marked by my marked scent.
Oh yeah, you can smell her. She is in the cell that... Ramon! Are you there?
He said he was gonna
I
get food.
I came back.
Okay, cool.
I was not paying attention when you said that was finally turned to Group B.
Give us a description of your character.
Let me pull up the characters.
Yeah. Give us a physical description of her.
This would be a female, half elf. She's got long hair tied into a braid in plate armor. kind of a serious look on her face. Don't
All
know
right.
much. I don't know much else how to describe her.
Oh,
Bad at
I just
description.
pulled. Yeah, I just pulled up her sheet for myself. All right, you see, Mero. You know, Kadam is somewhere behind this woman who is guarding the cell door.
Okay. I know exactly where she is. No, because if she's within 60 feet, I know exactly where she is at all times.
Did you smell her?
No, well, I smelt her when we went into combat with her, and that lasts until I take a long rest. I have not taken a long rest yet since that fight. So she is still marked by me. It is not time-based, it is a matter of whether or not I fall asleep for more than an hour.
Okay. By the way, Mero has met up with the rest of the party. They still have no idea about your plan, Aronies.
I
Yes.
do have a plan of race. Like, why are we in this dungeon?
I was. That's
Just out of curiosity, Ramon, your character is in the jail or outside of the jail?
That's hilarious. No, outside the jail.
Yeah, she is guarding the cell.
Well, damn, she's 55.
Half
well, I know,
I am the guard. 1 second, I'm gonna go on a coffee break. I'm sure you prisoners will watch yourselves and definitely not walk away while I'm gone. Right,
Probably.
right, alright, later.
says the drunken voodoo doctor.
Cool. So,
I don't drink.
I wanted to talk to the prisoner, but now there's a Marrow here. And I'm gonna be like, hi, pup.
Hello. Our friend actually the spy mistress actually has an idea for us.
You know,
I hate to interrupt. Am I actually here too, or?
Yes, Alma and Shape are there also.
Everybody besides Celebrus is there from Group D.
you know,
Okay.
You just use her name.
Hmm.
Or
I called her. I used the title, yes.
we'll have a talk about this afterwards.
Anyways, we had a bit of a plan to deal with the Fang. Although, seems that our old friend is still playing trickster. He says, kind of looking over that note that, Anadelia? No.
Lethelia?
No, the spy mistress herself,
Anadelia.
Anadelia.
Yes.
Okay. That Anadelia gave him, just kind of looking over it again, just...
And for the viewers, Mero was given a note last session that Octavia and Joseph aren't to be trusted. They are causing issues for the Twilight Fang. The other members of the Fang believe that Octavia is manipulating him.
Interesting.
Well, I haven't exactly mentioned that yet, Jackal. The, old friend is causing a bit of trouble, seeming that they don't really trust her or Joseph.
Okay, well, why do I care?
Because, we are planning to ambush attack them with, we were originally planning to ambush attack them with bringing out some bait to try and get a good number of the Twilight Fang out. And
I say, dear boy,
Hmm.
you shouldn't be casting your pearls before swine. And Dumont is gonna do a neck jut at the prisoner.
Are we even at the cage?
I'm-
We're in the lobby,
you-
like in the wing.
Yeah, you guys are in the lobby of the cell, but yeah, your words can echo through here.
Alma looks visibly confused. Like, were those actual words?
No, Meryl actually is gonna understand that and just like, fair enough. I'll explain to that later.
You can
No, no, no.
understand that?
I've heard weirder
Who are we?
slang.
You know what? It is you. It makes sense.
Go ahead, Rob.
Who are we using as bait?
Trying to remember the name of the woman and how to pronounce it as person.
Lethalia Nakart. I'm not going to make you, Lady Lethalia Nakart, I'm not going to make you roll a history check because in
Right.
character time it was like 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Also, I don't know if you're gonna want to spit that out, like just yell it.
I'd rather not say who, considering, as he stated, we don't know who else is listening.
Can you just?
I'll do a stealth check to see if it's not going to, echo.
Brandon, since
Yes.
you said my character is there as a guard in front of Kadum, right?
In front of the cage, or in front of the cell that Kadum is in, there is a door behind you, and there is basically a place for interrogators to stand inside of like an area that views the cell that she is in.
Okay,
does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm saying so, and I can see or hear them.
Yes, you're in the lobby with the party guarding the door. Presumably, Tristan is having a private conversation with Kadum behind you.
Okay, so as they're talking about like people hearing them and all that, I'll give a cough to let them know like, hey, I'm right here.
Did you have a few pictures? Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Okay, and as you guys say that, another voice is going to echo through here. Somebody is, you guys are going to hear a voice of a gruff man and say, "So like the Magnate's Knights, to plan an ambush and spring a trap. Attacking in the night, I take it?" You guys hear the voice coming from one of the cells.
I'm glad to hear that your wounds haven't healed yet.
No, we were actually thinking
Proud to hear
midday.
in my old age that the pain lasts. There are Doyen generals. They whine more than they fight, apparently.
During that whole scenario, Dumont is gonna message Father, and he's gonna ask Father A if the reason that he calls Marrow pup, if that's because he's dumb as a.
I'm not gonna dignify that with a response.
Oh wow. Okay, I didn't know this as a player. As a character, I know this as a player.
I'm gonna look at this guard and I'm gonna be like, I need to speak to the assassin that I helped capture.
And you said Tristan was in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I the only guard there?
There is you and two other members of Tristan's entourage. Presumably other people who either he helps guard, or that help guard him, or that he schemes with.
Okay.
I'll give them names if you want me to, but
Oh no, it's just I don't know which one Rob was talking to.
Oh, I was yelling at the guy that I beat up and put in that cell.
In addition to you and the two people that are with you, there are a whole nother 3 guards that work at the castle that their duty is to protect this dungeon. So right now, in addition to Group D, and in addition to your character, there are 5 other NPCs there. All right. So, do you want to say reply to Father A's comment? Sprevia? Because
okay, so Father A asked to go in and speak with Kadum. So I guess I'll tell him High Councilman Phylan is inside now, interrogating it. If you wish to speak with her, you can wait her turn.
The knight is gonna stand up a little bit straight and say, yeah, the High Counselor takes precedent.
Perhaps we should just wait then and continue the conversation inside.
Well, it's funny that you should say that because as you guys are basically having this standoff with the knight, the door is going to open and Tristan is going to come out. He's going to look at everybody here and say, "There will be no need for that. My business is just about concluded. Make sure and keep an eye on her. Keep in mind she can pick locks really well, and anybody that comes through here, she can imitate their face on a touch." The knight is going to nod. Looking to Anderson, Tristan is going to say, "Anderson," and he would be aware of Rael. And he's going to say, "Lord Caltrus, Lord Estrai."
What would be the proper way to refer to Tristan?
High
Councilman?
Yeah, High Councilman Phylanth or Sage Phylanth. Either or.
You can't get past me for the rest of the day. I have her marked.
Tristan is going to look back at Fravia? Fravia.
Yeah.
Fravia. It's going to take me one session to get everything down. But yeah, he's going to say, "Come, Fravia, I have an opportunity for you."
Of course, my lord.
Gesturing for his guards. And you know what? How much humor is Tristan feeling right now?
Oh god.
He's going to look back at Father Anderson and say, "Matthias, keep an eye on this one. He's always causing trouble." He smiles and nods, pointing at Father A, and then walking by.
Do I notice, is she, I would still know,
I find humor in that, mostly because he can chuckle about that, and there's at least 2 people in those cells that will say that with stern earnestness.
Would I still know that she is still in that cell?
Yeah, you guys walking in, you are going to see Kadam reclining on a bench against a stone wall. She is in her doppelganger form. She looks like a cloud of smoke condensed into a solid object with pale white eyes and the shape of a wispy humanoid. As you step into the cell, or as you step into the interrogation part of the cell, she is going to change her shape. You see the cloudy essence of her body just kind of release, and underneath there is a woman. Rael recognizes it as the woman before who did not have a shadow. Kadam is going to look at you guys coming in. And she's almost going to hiss and say, "I had no quarrel against each of you."
I'd like to apologize. I'm not good at training my dogs. All 3 of them.
Oh, Meru. And she's going to say, "The diplomats have came and left. Thanks to you, I've missed them."
Probably for the best.
Actually, I just bumped into them.
Do you really want to say that in front of the assassin?
I was going to say, like, don't mention that.
Yeah, no.
We just had a conversation about oversharing.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
These are people that we don't want to give vital information to.
That's fair. No, he wouldn't say that.
It's person, and I'm also going to roll it sad.
Okay, fair. As in, they were leaving.
And Kadam is going to nod from behind these cells.
Fair.
How vindictive is she feeling? She's going to look and Almost with a little bit of, a whole bunch of vitriol at Shafe. And she's going to say, the tall one, where is he?
Oh, he's right. Why the hell would we tell you?
Somewhere, being tall. Given you're not both in the same room, he might not actually be causing trouble for once.
She's gonna look at Father Anderson and say, why have you come?
Well, I wanted to know exactly who hired you. I know who you were after, but I need to know what wanted it.
She turns her attention from you and just looks at the wall. She brings her foot up on the bed, just kind of reclining more lazily against it. She doesn't reply.
So who's all in here? It's the party, San Celebris, Kadam.
Yeah.
2 salty prisoners.
Rael, Alma, Marrow, and Father A.
And Dumont.
Oh, and Dumont, I'm sorry.
See, I'm trying to figure out how to be weirdly sneaky, but feel like I'm gonna run into the alternate language problem of proper names don't translate.
Mm-hmm.
I need your help. Calling in my favor.
Favor?
She's going to look towards you.
We're going to kill Draylen Madison. State business.
And she's going to say, for nobles I charge 5,000, but for you I'll half my costs. And actually, she's got a vendetta against him.
I was about to say.
And she's gonna say, I seldom work for pro bono, but if you get me out of the cell, she shrugs and says, I'll see what I can do.
In Elvish, I'm going to tell her it will be done. And look at Ryle.
Hold on, I have to check something.
I don't know if she speaks Elvish, but...
I do not.
JV, no, this is when I need you.
Not in this moment.
Yeah, I don't know if she speaks.
She is made from the shadow of an elf. I don't have her languages on her sheet. I was just looking at that. You know what? Here we go. Above 40%? Yeah, she does. 87. She's going to reply and say, leave a set of thieves' tools between the bars. I need a lockpick. She replies in Elvish.
Oh my goodness.
Alright. Above 70%, the guards speak Elvish outside. Alright.
Oh, I'm not gonna know that rule.
You are not.
Nope.
gonna look around. Gauge responses.
Mel is right now giving you the stern look of, I have some questions for you later.
Shafe is gonna totally misread this, and he's going to wink at Father Anderson and give him another message that says that he's gonna tell him, I heard lambskin works really well, and he's gonna be like, come along guys, let's give them some alone time. And he's going to shush up Alma and
Alma has no idea what's going on.
Straight towards the doors.
Ryle will follow Shafe and wink at Father Anderson as well. And nudge Shafe in the ribs a little bit with his elbow and go stand outside the door.
Question: do I still have my clairvoyance spell?
So as they're getting shuffled out or whatever, I might need to make a stealth check, but I'm gonna put like a pick between my fingers, to hide it.
Okay.
Yeah, you would, because Mel is hesitating on leaving.
I'm not doing it until you're being pushed out. So if you're still lingering, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Do you have a set of thieves' tools?
I think I do.
Okay.
I don't think you're, because Shape was pretty.
Let me double check just to make sure.
Well, no.
And he's a hulking man.
Okay, Shape is 7 foot.
I do.
That is fair. Mel might be almost just under a foot behind you, under you, but he is still
20 straight.
If Marrow wants to contest and stay in the room and say like, hey, no, that's not what's going on. Dumont, turn around. You can roll me a contested athletics check against Dumont. If you succeed, you are not affected by Dumont's force movement. If you fail, Dumont can move you up to half his movement speed.
Okay, I'm willing to do that.
Just like, hey, Dumont, stop! Alright, roll me a contested athletics check for Dumont.
That is actually a good roll. Not an amazing roll, but not a bad roll either.
Anything over 20 is a good roll. You might complain because if you have a high enough modifier.
Do I need to roll?
Yeah, you do.
Yes, you need to roll. If you don't want to roll, you can just let Marrow stay. Some people like to watch.
Okay.
That's some people's kink.
Well, no, he just doesn't trust what's going on right now.
With good reason.
Father is the most trustworthy person we have here.
Not after what he just said. Marrow doesn't trust him anymore.
Do you speak Elvish?
No, but he does understand that you...
Wait. If you don't speak Elvish, how do you know what's going on?
No, because he outright said I'm calling in a favor.
That's it? I told you I have a criminal background.
Yes, but he's trying to understand why.
You don't have to explain yourself. Father A's done a lot of shady stuff. You guys should not be trying to defend Father A right now. Just it's perfectly fine. He wears a black oath blade on his back. The symbol of war.
We know he murdered the last magnate. We'll never know.
It's like wearing a wedding ring as a trophy. But anyways, so Shafe starts pushing everybody out. Marrow's going to duck under his arm and say, no, Shafe, no, you're misreading this, and Marrow is still in the room.
Shafe's gonna look at you with this kind of exasperated, well, you're a sicko look, and continue shushing everybody.
He is looking at between Father A and Aiden, just muttering under his breath in Druidic.
So, Tatum. Oh, go ahead.
He's gonna mutter under his breath, spirits guide me. And just look at Father A stating quietly, I'm going to let this slide, but you need to answer questions with me later.
Sure thing, Marrow, buddy, old pal, and that's
No.
why, like, we never see Marrow again. Because Father
Sure.
A killed him.
Darn.
And Mayor's going to slowly shake his head and just walk out. Reference after he passed that check, he rolled a morality die. It rolled in your favor, Rob.
So we're still trusting Father Anderson.
No, he doesn't trust him. It was if he rolled high, he would let Father A do what he wanted on the request that he would agree to explain to him the questions. Otherwise, he would have stayed there and tried to reveal Father A right then and there. You're lucky it rolled high. I rolled a 17 on a
Father
D20.
A is alone with Kadam. She is going to speak in a low hiss of a voice. That's a really garbage stealth roll for her. But whatever. And she's going to speak in a low hiss of a voice to Father A in Elvish and say, she's going to say, leave the lockpick. I'll kill the guards at nightfall. I have to meet with the High Counselor. Then afterwards, I'll come find you.
I need to make a stealth check because this.
I'm
gonna whisper. Well, I'm gonna speak Elvish. You're not gonna understand me, but like I don't know about the guards.
You don't know about the guards, and just for flavor of whether or not Rael picks up on it. Yeah, Rael picks up on it.
So I'll whisper. It's just like
Dumont does too, but he's misreading the whole situation, thinking you're gonna get some allude done.
Come find me. We'll talk about the plan. Play along. And then, kind of like we'll flash her the lockpick, and then, like pull her in, and then start, yelling, yelling obscenities, and, calling her a dirty murderer.
She is
really making a show of it.
Yeah, she's gonna run her hand along your arm, taking the lockpick and pushing away from the bars, and say, "You're the monsters," and go back to her corner and say, "Leave before I call the guards! Guards! Guards!" The guards, who are also a knight, is gonna step in. It's like, the magnate hasn't condoned torture. You can't actually harass her. The door is open. Everybody sees you. Oh, she's actually
didn't agree with.
got to roll a check to hide that. All right. Presumably, she has a lockpick on her. Oh God, she needs a dagger to kill. Oh, they got weapons. She just takes one of theirs and stabs
sharp.
Yeah, she'll be fine, probably. Say it again?
I wasn't gonna leave her a dagger.
Oh, no, I'm saying she said she was going to kill the guards at midnight, or at nightfall, and then get out. But she actually needs a weapon to do that.
Yeah, and she got killed by Dumont pretty thoroughly, from what I remembered.
Yeah, she can spend hit die on a short rest. All creatures in 5th edition have the option to.
No,
I'm gonna, leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Father...
gonna give one last sneer at the, guy that, I think it's the Druid General. Like, fuck you, buddy. And then I'm gonna leave.
It's like, who cares? You're gonna be dead tonight anyway.
Wait, Druid General, did he say Mao speaking Druidic?
No, they're Father A captured, or rather not Father A, Ariana and Tarum captured two two generals from Walter's army.
I thought we brought in the guys from the raid, the midnight. Did we kill them? I thought we brought one in. Oh, we killed. There was the druid, and then there was the fighter. We fucking roasted the fighter.
Yeah, you guys killed one, captured one. Another one was captured during the peace talks.
Okay, but they would have heard. Then they would have known Mao speaking Druidic.
Anyways, as you guys are leaving, hit me with Rael's passive insight. Can you say that one more time? You were really robotic for me.
16.
16? Cool. Alright. Yeah, you guys leave, and that is that. Where's the direction Group D is going?
Rail's after Kadam's leather armor. Is that down here?
I believe you have it.
Oh, great.
It was studded leather +1. You guys disarmed her.
Cool.
And this
in the sack with your stuff.
Yep. I would prefer it if we head to the Kalkin, as we I have a meeting that I need to go there, as well as I want to discuss with everybody what we are going to be doing, involving what I came down here to tell you all about. Once we left the cells and kind of got a good amount of earshot away from them.
Is that the agreed upon direction for the party from here to the Kalkin?
I don't have a reason to say no.
That's as good as a reason as any. Okay. Let's see. I need to roll some percentage dice for everybody now. Ramon, are you still there?
Still alive.
Okay.
Yeah, Meryl was going to give... Once they were out of earshot, Meryl was going to explain what he heard of the plan to the rest of the party, like, more in depth, now that he's not nearby individuals that he feels would actually, possibly reveal the plans. As they're kind of walking and talking.
Okay. We're going to jump over to Ramon's character with Bravia. Tristan is going to start talking and say, Fravia, I'm an accomplished adventurer, all the way from the Flame Gate to the south shores of Ililnagai.
Yes, I remember you talking about quite a bit of Europe.
I believe in this country. I believe it can be some place for my daughters to grow up. I believe not Ililnagai, but Ardor is the beacon of the world.
I do too.
And he's going to nod and say, and I trust that you trust I know the best decisions to make to steer our country forward.
Yeah. What is this about?
He's gonna say, I'm gonna be replacing you at my side.
May I ask why?
And he is gonna say that doppelganger down there. She's capable. She's on death's door, desperate. The perfect type of person that can be of benefit to us. But as for you, I believe your services are needed elsewhere. Our time in the Chantry together was nice, but there is a companion of mine, and he may have fallen in with an unsavory lot. They always relied on my wisdom to guide them, but he shakes his head and says, now that my adventuring days are over, I fear he might be getting himself into a situation that may end in his life being taken.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
I hope you didn't like him too much because he's dying tonight.
Wrong character.
Just like, now, let me tell you about my extensive childhood and our history together. But it'll take 3 episodes.
Okay, let's finish this conversation.
Ever heard of baseball, Johnny?
Now stare into my eyes for about 15 seconds.
Jackal.
No homo. Okay, I'm done.
Alright. Damn it, I forgot what to say. I see. And I believe you're telling me this because you think I can be of some assistance.
He's going to nod and say, now more than ever, they need wisdom to guide them. Yeah, if I could, I'd lend them mine. But the affairs of this castle and this nation call me.
You know, I'm more of a hitter than a... Damn it, I can't think of a word. You know, I'm a woman of action more than a woman of... But, if you believe I can be... I trust in your wisdom. All I can really do with it.
As you are walking with Tristan, heading to his quarters, you're going to pass. Gosh, where would this be taking place at? You're going to pass 2 people in a hallway arguing. What is your passive perception?
Mine?
Yes.
Pull that up. 14.
14? Okay, cool. Let us make a check. I need to check one more thing. I'm sorry, if you can give me 30 seconds. I have to look up the name of something.
Yep.
Because if I was smart, I'd have this written down on a note card. But I actually don't. Okay, here we go. Cool.
I am
There are 2 women arguing in a hallway, and you recognize one of them as Councilwoman, High Councilwoman Anna Sell. You are going to hear. You're in here without. You're in here. The other woman who is hissing at her and say. And without the pack, I would banish you from this. And as you guys both take note as you both take note of them, they're going to look up at you. And Anna is going to hold up her hand at the other woman. Tristan looks down the hallway, bows, and says, "Councilwoman Estelle." She bows back and says, "Lord Phylan." She looks to the woman she's arguing with and says, right now, the stables, you and I, to continue this discussion, The woman's gonna nod and say, gladly. They depart. Alright. Otherwise, Tristan is going to finally go to his office and say, with that, your service from my care is dismissed. Go find those those diplomats before they leave the castle.
May I have a name and description of your friend, so I know who to look for?
Oh, yeah. Tristan's gonna realize you didn't see him when he was in the castle earlier, and he's going to say his name's Roman. He's a little Nagian. Dresses
Because
like
of course
one.
it's Roman.
Yeah. Dresses like one. Covered in well, I guess yeah. He'd describe the clothes Roman normally wears, but say he's a fighter of sorts. Wears bare knuckles when he brawls. You'll eventually recognize him. Tristan, how humorous is he feeling? And he's gonna say, mention something about offering a mother's love, and he'll raise his hand.
Oh no.
With a low blow, dog.
Are you my
Also,
mom?
Tristan didn't even beat Mama Drake.
No, but he knows Roman has mother issues. Alright. Is there anything you want to say to Tristan before you leave?
It was an honor working with you again.
I will let your next of kin know you are a great man.
Everything I do is in order.
God damn it.
Alright.
I'm sorry Father Anderson condemned you to death.
Let's jump over to Group C. You guys are leaving the castle. You are at the Earth Gate on the Grand Concourse, the Merchants Concourse, where all of the different people come up and set up their shops. And why did I forget the name of a cart stand thing?
You mean a cart?
Nope, not like a fruit stand. I don't know. I'll just say stand. That's probably what it is. Probably. Stall! That was it. That's it. Stall. S-T-A. I had S-T-A. And I was like, I can't believe I forgot this. So yeah, where people set up all their stalls for the day. You guys are walking. Mr. Lumbergrax.
Oh no.
Taylor, are you there?
Present.
And
You are on a timetable. Storm's Nest is south of here. The assassins aren't really after you. You could go reasonably handle your quest now. The idea comes to mind.
How far south?
I'll tell you what, it's not getting any closer if you follow the party. There we go. To Ardor Sarai, and there should be a map. It's in the center of Maiden's Watch, straight south. So I'll draw this in red. You guys are at that X that I just drew, and you have to go there. Presumably.
Yeah.
Otherwise, your party is going there.
Grax doesn't really want to kill anyone at the moment.
Oh, it's a shame.
Give it to
A lot
if
of
only
people
that child had been around for that feeling.
I mean, yeah, if it was a kid, sure, but...
you know what? Fair enough.
Grax, what did Anadelia mean by your mission?
She asked me to take care of someone.
Like go to a spa?
They need a foot massage.
Take
Nice dinner?
who?
to you know,
Give them a good squeeze. Let them know they're appreciated.
stick them with my sword and.
Oh, you are having a fun night.
I mean, you want to like borrow our room from the brothel? It's very nice. Might smell a bit, but
guys.
Not that kind of sword.
oh, I'm sorry. Is that sword not that impressive?
Who did she ask you
It's-
to kill, Brax?
She asked me to kill some person who tried to steal her baby.
Wasn't that you?
I believe.
What's the name?
I don't know the name. Brandon, what's the name?
History check.
Oh, no, I'm not going to make you roll a history check. It was like an hour ago. The name is Alis Flitreb. Also, as you are speaking this, Lydia is going to pull out her Sunyet prayer book and start reading you the passage of guidance. And she's going to say, I can tell you're conflicted about this. There's a given will, the passage of guidance. It's
Please do not bother us with empty words of things that do not matter.
She's gonna close her book and say, well, I was just saying if you're conflicted about it, you can consult Alilia.
Why are you going to listen to the godless sewer rat about your prayer?
She's gonna start opening her book and say, yeah. The passage of guidance, it's, I seek to be sought. Any who follow my will and bear my flame, who seek the same path daily, walk with my protection should they seek it. And she's gonna say, Lilia's only ever a call away.
Thank you, Lydia. Brax, who did she ask you to kill?
I tell him the name of the person. What Brandon just said.
She asked you to kill Alis?
Who was it, Brandon?
Alis Flitreb.
Yeah.
Oh god, why did...
Who's Alis?
Alis was a diviner who apparently, while I was indisposed with you idiots, cursed the magnate and tried to kill my entire party, or all my friends.
So, a Tickable Tuesday back at that hellscape we were in.
I was really just the one friend.
I don't know. Oh, that's fair.
Lydia's going to hand her prayer book towards Grax and says, sounds like she needs guidance more than she needs a sword. Offering it towards...
I know the only man to give her that.
Not that kind of guidance, Father A. I know you like them dangerous, but come on.
She's also a member of Gendenthal. And dude, I know that she was part demon. That information passed to me.
Did I mention that she was a demon?
I think Marin, I think Father A did mention that to her, if not Marin.
Yeah, we'll just say Celebrus has Group D's knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah. While you're... Oh, go ahead.
And she's also either possessed or somehow she's a demon now.
While you're speaking, Ariana, Ilderon is going to look at Lemongrass and say, what's the High Councilwoman's vendetta with her? For her to go behind the magnate's back and execute a prisoner, it's practically treason.
Could we use this against her?
Oh my god, no.
Ilderon is going to say, yes, we could, but rather than blackmail, if we solve the problem for her, she'll be more amenable to our request.
I don't know. I like blackmail.
I'm the wrong character right now.
Dusty,
Yes.
do this way. You even attempt something stupid like that here with me right now, you won't make it out of the city. You can't hide anywhere fast enough or far enough from me. You try.
Oh, you want to bet?
A little Haran is going to say, look, if she wronged the councilwoman, if we can get her to make amends for it, and then we exorcise the demon with our Sunyeth official here, the High Counselor might come around to us.
Oh no. Oh no.
From what I understand, she's dangerous. Unfortunately, to stay with my current position in this city, I can't know of anything what you guys are going to do in that regard.
Then why did you ask?
Because curiosity struck me, and now that I know, I'm going to stop asking and end this conversation.
Ah, you are capable of learning.
The more you learn about these guys, the sadder you get.
Roman, do you remember when we met up in Dawkinsdale and I told you I was traveling with a bunch of freaks from another plane of existence?
Yeah, I imagine that these were the guys you were talking about.
Yeah.
One of the weirdest things that happened to me that day.
A bunch of freaks.
Nah, I fit that description. I'll accept that.
Possessed by demons.
By the way, Krex, why the hell did you kidnap Richia? Lady Richia?
I had a rough childhood.
Oh, did you?
That happened a few months ago.
Doesn't mean he didn't have a rough childhood.
Well, Soul Hearts have been through a lot.
Okay. Well, regardless.
I gave her back.
He did give her back.
Free of charge, too.
That was a very, very rough month.
Altus!
I've been muted this entire time. I feel like a big old dum-dum.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard anything you said.
But you're a big smart aleck, don't worry, buddy.
I was making so many smart aleck comments.
You get a sending.
Ooh.
God.
Is there like a way I can look at it without
No, it comes into your mind. You are aware who it is from. Only you hear it. Or I am watching you.
Great.
Come to the alleys leading to the catacombs of Muctherin Reese. We should speak alone. There's much to discuss regarding our master.
It's Nafano!
Straight trap. He's like, hey man, let's be friends. I'll be your Terrai boyfriend, but he's just gonna stab me in the gut.
But he's not a Terrai.
But he's gonna stab him in the gut.
You get that sending. You get that sending while the party is discussing this.
I am just gonna go bleak in the face for a minute.
And Lil Haran's going to point towards Altus, who is now pale in the face, and she's going to say, look, even if Altus doesn't want to kill somebody, and Lumagrax doesn't, I think it's a good idea that we don't.
Wait, did you point this out? Dusty actually knowing Altus is like, I want to kind of just sneak up. It's like, did something? What actually happened?
I probably need to go. Wink.
Ah, I get it. Hey guys, what's that over there?
I'll split off and then
Everybody looks at
if I'm able
Dusty.
to. Yeah. Word shuffle away. That's okay.
As you go running away, Aloharan's gonna point at Altus. Is he scared of demons?
Hey, Altus.
Lathy is gonna shrug and say, I don't know, I'll check on him, and she goes to follow.
Oh no, you get to die again, my sweet summer child!
Guys, do you even know how to navigate the city?
No, but I could probably pay somebody. I have sack packs.
It's me. I'll find my way eventually.
Roman,
Yeah.
I hate to ask this of you, as
Then.
you are literally the only person standing here right now that I trust with those idiots.
I'm gonna hug you.
It's my babysitter!
Let's
Yay! New
Please.
babysitter.
Oh, I was about to say, can I make a stealth check to break off?
Please don't let them do anything in my city that will require me to murder them.
Look, I'm not gonna make any promises other than you'll get Lacey back.
If you bring me their bodies, I'll be more than happy to pay you later.
Well, they already think I'm an assassin, so I might as well look the part, I guess.
Alright, well, I mean, like, so, 20...
I'm following Lacey! And probably following Altus.
And he still sees you.
Alright.
With a 24?
His passive is a 24.
No, my passive is 23.
Oh.
Alright. 2!
So I will take Netra, Grax, Loharan, Yelsina, and Geisen to the Kelkin office. Letting them on their own in the city.
It'll be fine.
Kill me.
Alright,
It's all
so
stone, I can't burn it down.
Lumagrax.
You know what? If you
Aloharan,
give me enough time, I think I can make
Lydia,
a chemical that will let you burn it down.
Geisen and Celebris are still on the Palace Concourse. Lumagrax, what's your decision?
My decision is let's go gosh.
To Storm's Nest?
I'm so conflicted, Brandon.
That's the point of storytelling, is to give you hard decisions. If you can't make up your mind, I say evens or odds it.
Let's even.
All right, even Storm's Nest, odds going to the Kelkin office. Let's see, 3. So that was going to the Kelkin office. You can just say, you know what? There's a better way to seek redemption, and you can choose not to. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
All right.
Do I know where Anadelia's wife is?
No.
I figured that we could try to get her to speak to her, to Anadelia.
Okay.
Try to coax her.
Yeah, that's an option in the future. All right, you guys head north to the Kelkin office. As you guys start leaving the castle, you are going to see a woman in plate mail, right? You're going to see Fravia walking up walking out of the palace concourse, kind of like looking around hurriedly. Fravia, you are going to recognize the group of diplomats, or at least what's left of them, as described by Tristan in the distance.
The weird people.
They are being led by a gargantuan of a man you recognize as the Knight Celebris Vega, who should be dead.
I was gonna say the people.
Important
when
detail.
I asked guards, have they seen? They said, "Oh yeah, the weird people. They went that way."
Yeah. They're not hustling, so if you hustle, you are going to come up behind them, a couple hundred feet later.
And
Fravia.
I will call out to Sir Vega. He is a knight.
Celebris, hearing him being called by his knight title, turns around and looks.
Sir Vega. Is this the Ilderon delegation?
Gelsina's gonna raise her hand and say, "We didn't do it. It was those pointing, and they're gone."
We didn't do it. It was. They're already gone.
We're the good ones. She says that we're the good ones.
I love how we have this relationship.
I love how technically that makes me not the good ones right now.
We're the good one. You're the assassin.
You're not. You're the traitor.
These are, and may I ask who you are?
My name is Fravia Arcade. I was tasked by Councilman Phylant to assist a friend of his, a Roman Drake, in assisting these people.
It's really just Roman running after some idiots that way, but you're more than welcome to tag along with us.
Already starting to... Where are you taking the rest?
I am taking them to the Koken office.
That's like a safe location.
Netra's there too. My bad. Sorry, go ahead.
I guess that is a safe location. Seems I will have to go and make sure Councilman's friend doesn't die. I have heard certain rumors about these people from those I asked around trying to find you. I believe he might need my assistance if he ran on his own. Looking for the... I assume, since you said you are the good ones... You said Gelsina said that?
Yes.
Since you said you're the good ones, I'm assuming Roman Drake went after the bad one.
She doesn't think I'm one of the bad ones.
Gaizen's going to speak up and say, not sure if he's not a part of them.
I can attest that Roman is an honorable person.
And as a knight of the magnate, I trust you.
The other two are stupid.
Fantastic. Does it matter if you want them alive?
As I told Roman a few minutes ago, if you bring me back the bodies, I'll pay you later.
Wonderful. Less spells for me to use. But, of course, as a healer, I have to try.
I love this character so much.
I love how they don't care if we're dead or alive, just as long as we have their bodies.
This is literally female Tristan.
I care.
I am so glad I've channeled him that good.
Alright, so, does Fravia take off into the sprint after them?
I asked them for giving directions, and yes.
I give out general way they ran.
I'll ask around.
As you start running, once you get past the stalls to the north, you get a message that says, you hear it whispered into your ear. It says, "You're being followed. Follow my directions. Follow my directions through the alleys."
Oh god.
He is going to start giving you directions every 6 seconds. Are you prepared for this and to try and lose Roman?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's lose Roman.
You want to try and lose Roman? I'm faster than you, and I can hear everything.
Yes, but you forget one thing. He has a Dusty helping him.
If you hear clanking in the distance, that's it.
Also,
clank,
just
clank,
while we're at
clank.
it, if Nefano's casting message, you have to whisper as part of that. How stealthy is he being? He's within 120 feet of a trailing Roman.
Yeah,
brain stuff.
Presumably somewhere very close by. Let's see. Where is this page that I need? All right. We're just gonna put you in an urban chase scene.
Chasing!
Oh boy!
Get your D20s ready. All right. He's going to tell you, sprint north. Turn right, turn left, turn left. Turn left. And as you do, roll me a D20 for Dusty. Whoa, that's a good roll. Wow. No complication for Altus. That's perfect. I am actually going to rule that Roman rolls with disadvantage because he is specifically leading Altus away from Roman. And I'm going to say Dusty rolls regularly. Roll me a D20 for...
Leahy went to follow them.
Leahy would also roll with disadvantage. Oh god, she rolled a nat 20 and a 15.
I also roll, and I guess with disadvantage.
You have not caught up on their scent yet. You're going
a regular dexterity roll? Or?
No, it's a D20 on the chase table for urban complications. All right. So as Altus goes zipping by, he is considerably shorter than you. He is going to run through a crowd of people. They are all within the center town square of like a set of townhomes, crowding around a well in line, and he is going to go under one person's bucket and their pole thing that would attach it, and straight through this line. The people make a complication for Roman. Give me an athletics check to push your way through the line to keep up with, to catch up with Altus, because you don't have a problem keeping up with him. All right.
Well, if you just failed the presidential fitness exam, friend.
Yeah, you are going to come through like shoving these people. Dusty just a couple feet in front of you, like sees Roman is barreling towards Dusty. A guard is going to make an attack at Roman, bringing his weapon up very slowly, and it is going to catch you as you're trying to follow Altus's path of just like, wait, you can't just slam into these people. And let's see, he rolls against your AC, and if he hits, it counts as a failure on the chase round for you. It is going to be a 15 versus your AC.
Yeah, no, that beats me. I have a 14.
That touches. Ooh. All right. He is going to hit, dealing 1d6 plus 2 of piercing damage. He deals 5 piercing damage, and he is going to... it knocks a little bit of wind out of you. He doesn't see you. He just, like, brings up his what would he be using that deals a d6? A spear. He takes out his spear and, winds it around. It wraps against something. It's like, wait, what? And by that time, you're back on your feet and scurrying past him. Alright, you guys have each failed one round. Altus maintains distance. If there is ever 3 checks of difference between you guys, Altus is going to lose you.
Right. I'm actually helping Altus, so I don't actually care about keeping up with Altus. I care about helping him lose the other 2.
Okay, I will allow you to kick at Roman's shins, making an attack roll any round. And if you do, it subtracts 2 from whatever he rolled.
You know what? I have barbarics too. I can make it difficult terrain.
Alright, roll me another chase scene die. Nathano.
Disadvantage sucks!
Also you feel like something clinging to your leg. Is that Dusty? Oh, he loves you.
Like chewing his leg.
Roman, you are not keeping pace with Altus. He goes between another alleyway. A cart passing by being pulled by a horse is going to block your path. DC 15 acrobatics check to get past it. Otherwise, it counts as a failure.
20.
Oh! flipping with a Dusty on your leg. I'm gonna roll Dusty gets a free success from Roman. Passing that. Alright.
Like,
If, and at this point, I'm going to rule that Fravia is onto your guys' trail. I'm just like, wait, what is that? Okay, this way. Fravia will join the chasing next round. Alright, Altus, give me another one.
Is there anything I can knock down in my path as well?
Sure, go for it. I'll give you some barrels or something. The whole time, Nafano is whispering, this way, this way, this way, this way. Is he going to? I suppose at some point he'd ask, "Can you dimension door?"
I'm kind of not that great.
All right, 16. That is going to be no complication. I'll roll your percentage die and 78. Yeah, you're gonna find some barrels. You want to knock them over?
I'm gonna do that.
All right, go ahead and do so.
October. Sorry.
Fravia, give me a survival check as you're tracking them. All right, Roman, hit me with that chasing die.
Am I still rolling with disadvantage?
You are.
yes, you are.
6. Fuck.
6. I'm actually
is killing me.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna roll the Maze of Bear. Keep in mind, inspiration works for any D20 roll. By the way, if you have it.
I don't have inspiration.
A maze of barrels. I'm moving what you got actually. A maze of barrels blocks your path. Normally, it would be a DC 10 acrobatics check or intelligence check to navigate through this, but it is being toppled over and it is collapsing in on itself as you're getting through. I am moving this up to the very hard difficulty at DC 20.
With
just
disadvantage because you have a Dusty.
No, you don't have disadvantage. Good lord! Just like hands above your head, pushing barrels out, dodging as they're falling on you. You get through this, and you keep an eye on that dirty little midget. You're almost within range to get in front of him.
Can
all right.
I spend a key point to move faster?
Actually, yes. It's called Step of the Wind.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a chain.
Stab him in the leg real quick, just like a quick little shank.
I will rule that. The final chase sequence will be if Altus is able to do anything to impede you.
I was gonna say I'm still there. I'm still causing interference, aren't I?
Yeah. So roll me another die. 19. Look at Altus kill this. All right.
Normally it's all ones. I need this.
Oh, whoops! I missed it.
One F.
No, you don't have to roll. You're on Roman's leg.
Okay, what?
You're on Roman's leg. Roman is moving at half speed, moving with you, but he's also moving at double speed from his dash. But Roman's half speed is still enough to keep pace with Altus and gradually catch up with him.
Damn you, tall people!
Damn you and your tall legs!
Rob, give me that roll.
It's a 10.
It's a 10. Okay, 10 is still a failure.
Damn it!
You are forced to make a sharp turn to avoid colliding with something impassable. Make a DC 10 dexterity saving throw to navigate the turn. On a failed save, you collide with something hard and take 1d4 bludgeoning damage, and it's a failure. Yeah, it is a dexterity saving throw. Now, before this is made, does Dusty just want to cling to this leg, or does he want to do anything to impede Roman?
You know what? I think I have... Yeah, I have Caltrops too. I'm gonna throw Caltrops in front of us.
Alright, I'm gonna move the DC up to 15. Go for it.
So, if it's cool, you just -5 from that roll. That 22 would just be a 17.
Oh, 17? Barely getting it.
Oh my god, you monster.
Alright, you are going to weave through these caltrops. Well, actually, caltrops still deal damage going through them, but
1d4 of damage.
you still keep your speed, yeah. You take 2 points of piercing damage
I think
as
it's treated as
Dusty is on
difficult
your
terrain.
legs. Yeah, you are right behind Altus. Presumably, you can just catch Altus this next round. Altus, there's a big old scary man right behind you. He's got you right where he wants you. Anyways, Roman has won the chase sequence. Navano is going to send you a sending and say, I'll come for you in the evening. Others cannot know of our master's plan. You no longer get messages.
I'm just gonna turn around and be like, why? Why?
I'm sorry, he's got long legs!
You have knives, you have drugs, you could have done... Why are you following
The
me?
man went through caltrops! What do you want me to do?
This does not help your traitorous image.
Been through a lot more than caltrops in my life.
What types of poisons have you been through?
Not important.
Lethe is going to catch up, and Fravia probably would be able to too, just like tracking her. Each joining in this. Yeah, it would be a contested athletics check. Yeah, it's a contested athletics check. But
Can it be acrobatics for me, please?
yeah, you can contest acrobatics with against athletics.
Let's see here. Is that below? Oh, that's 24.
I win. I'm
Yeah.
attacking.
No, defense wins.
The attacking. Yeah, it's gonna go in his favor. Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's just gonna like pry you off of his leg, and Lethe and Fravia are going to come up behind you. Lethe is going to be huffing and say, "Altus, is it one of those? Is it one of the saboteurs again? Did you see him?"
Sure. Yes.
Let's go with that.
Alright, Bravia will be like,
Much easier to explain.
I hate all of you already.
Hey, this isn't the first chase we've had, buddy. I hope you like running.
Yeah,
Who the hell are you?
Welcome to a normal 5th day.
You, Roman Drake?
Yeah, sadly.
I'm supposed to mention something about a mother's love. No.
Yeah, well, my mom's dead, so...
Yeah, whatever.
Probably killed her too.
Councilman Phylan told me to make sure you don't die.
Oh, that makes sense.
What about us? Are we
Who
allowed?
cares about you?
Are we supposed to kill these guys?
Oh!
Lethe is going to go, getting behind Altus and Dusty. She is several heads taller than both.
I was looking like, not
What
you.
what is
Go
this
right
going to
ahead.
accomplish? Like looking at Lethe.
Yeah, I'll look at later like, not you, lady.
No,
I would
I'm
like to try
not
something
gonna
real
kill
quick,
any
actually.
of them.
I'd actually really like to try something. Oh.
What's up?
I'm
Go
going
for it.
I'm going to cast this without anyone hearing. And
Subtle
I'm going
spell.
to cast Master Jet on Roman and
Bravia.
sorry. Rivia?
Bravia.
Both of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, mass suggestion, right? What do we roll against that?
What's
It's
the
a
course of
wisdom
action?
saving throw against Altus's spell saving DC, which should be 4 plus.
Not
wits-
19.
Let it be 19.
It's 18.
Ah,
What
so
do I
close.
get? Please.
What?
Well, as an elf, I have advantage, so 21.
What's Altus say?
As you can say, please leave me alone. Just go back.
Yeah, it is a subtle spell. You guys aren't aware of. You guys aren't aware it's been cast, but you both beat the save. Yeah, Altus is gonna say, "Please leave me alone. Go back." Was Lathy included in that?
Just them.
Okay.
Up to you, Roman Drake.
You can just call me Roman.
When I feel.
Okay,
Call
Roman.
him traitor too. He likes that one.
So far, you've caused me nothing but trouble.
Yeah, well, you know, I have a tendency to do that. Anyways, I was mostly here to make sure Lacey was fine.
He's always fine. We're not gonna let. I mean, look at her. She's like way tall now. She can just punch people.
You're being followed by a magical assassin. Lacey is a high elf because of the dumb stuff you guys get into.
Hey.
Wait,
That was not our fault.
wait.
Wasn't my assassin's fault.
Like we did not, you know, we were not the direct cause. We actually weren't even the indirect cause, unless just being around us it counts.
Yeah, I'll count it.
Actually, okay, you got us on that one.
I can't rebuttal.
All right. So are Roman and Fravia going back to the party? Or are you guys bringing?
If your choice is just to let the, I guess, not go right, I don't know, on here. Why don't we just take her back with us and make these do?
I mean, that's what I was gonna suggest. I don't care what you guys get up to.
I think Lathy is a strong, independent woman, and it's her choice.
I don't trust you to keep her safe.
Actually, I would rather not have Lacey, so you're free to take her.
Fantastic.
Oh, I was hoping we'd get a new adventure. Teach her some cool stuff, like hopefully not die.
I was thinking of
Lathy's gonna say, isn't there like a super evil, powerful magical spellcaster after you?
Yeah, probably. That's why
Somewhere.
I came running in, because I figured that wherever Altus was going was not good.
I can handle myself. Unless they're originally, but I can handle myself now.
Yeah? Okay, cool. So where's Nafano?
Oh no.
Who?
Would I know where he's at?
Well, then why did you run off?
Because you were following me.
No,
I mean, since when do we, like, here's a question, when do we not run off?
Right there. We were just going to not steal stuff.
We were going on a business adventure.
You have no idea where you're going, because you don't actually know anything about art.
All I have to find is a market and sell my sack packs, friend.
Where are we
There's
at,
nothing
relatively
to-
speaking?
Relatively
Way?
speaking, you are somewhere in the. Hold on, here we go. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Delete that, and you're gonna have to give me about 2 years.
Gotcha.
Oh my gosh, I told you to delete that, and you didn't delete. There we go. Let's try this again. You are somewhere in that neighborhood.
The city proper, or the palace district.
Yeah.
The Venn diagram.
Okay. So you're just trying to find yourself a marketplace? I mean, there's plenty of places that have markets, but you know, the lean is kind of the market district. You didn't know that, did you?
I would have figured it out eventually. You know, these kind of people would talk to me. Who wouldn't talk to me? Am I wearing clothes?
I'm assuming so. Yes, you have the. You have the clothes you had from the brothel.
Yes. Okay. Great.
So wait, he's in spandex.
No, he has like actual robes and stuff.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure, so it didn't seem like a crazy person.
More than usual.
Look, if you just don't look at my past deeds, everything's fine, Roman. Everything's
What
fine.
do you mean? Like, you are a hero.
The son, yes, twice lived. Yes, yeah, you got titles from it? Outside of traitor?
First of all, traitor's not a title, it's a way of life. Second of all, I was almost a knight.
I love how you're not denying it.
Initiate. Breaker of the Archblade. And you know what? Fuck you. Fuck the both of you. I fought Shatterers. I fought evil, twisted, supreme lights. I've fought cults. Multiple cults. And you are the thing that's trying my patience the most. Go die in a fire.
I've already died once.
You know, after that long list, I'm actually honored that we are that high up on there.
I'd rather fight Olivia again.
Oh god.
You know, I hear she's in prison.
Speaking of which, she's right behind you.
Oh, what?
Lathy is going to say, come on, Altus, by the way, you know we have more important things to do, though, than just running around in circles.
You mean like running around in squares?
I understand. Be nice to Lathy.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Lathy didn't do anything to deserve nothing.
It was a knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah, again, she's gonna say, please, if I had the time, I would explore every crevice of the city, but she's gonna say, if we're just gonna run around through the same neighborhoods, though, we might as well have stayed in Dockensdale.
Oh.
Altus, I'm gonna give you a free intelligence check.
Okay.
I'm gonna say DC 12? No, 10. It's pretty easy because what's her face pointed it out. Go ahead. Oh, 11. Cool. You are gonna pick up on Lathy's words and just like, wait, I was getting led someplace. The message is like, you could probably triangulate where Nefano was just from like, oh yeah, you were going in a circle, like realizing. But yeah, you guys start walking back, and the rest of the party is not there, but presumably they're headed to the Calcan office. Everybody is headed to the Calcan office. So we're just going to fast forward, and we'll probably find an ending there for the evening with everybody at the Calcan office. So the first group that arrives is the original group, extra crispy group, actually. Anyways, it's dumb. The first group that's going to arrive at the Calcan office is composed of Lydia, Geisen, Alilharin, Gelsina, Lumigratz, and Celebris, and Netra. And I think that's everybody. As you guys walk in here, what is going to be the scene?
Who pulls a sword on me this time?
Yeah. It's going into the evening. And nobody's going to pull a sword on you. This place is actually going to be pretty empty.
Somebody pulls a mace on you, though.
How many people did they send to investigate the farmhouse? 3. Cool.
That's a good question.
And when will they be back? Not for a while. Alright, so they would have taken Giovanno.
You don't know anything about the farmhouse in as Dusty. You would know vaguely about it because you were in the farmhouse that got burnt as Alma.
Oh, that farmhouse.
They would take Giovanno, definitely. Or not. Oh, actually, would they take Giovanno? Because he's already found it. Makana. Well, no, they take. I'm gonna roll Makana's here because Meat and Kaitrina and Giovanno should be enough to handle this. And if another job comes in, Makana's probably the only one of those 3 that can solo handle it. All right. So there is one person out of the 4 remaining Kelkin members inside the city left at the office. Stepping in, Makana is going to have her plate mail off, and she is going to... she's going to actually be writing at the lobby desk as you guys step in. There is for Group C, this is your first time meeting Makana. She is so... You guys met her sister.
Yep.
So you guys, Lumagrax, is the only person, Lumagrax and Ilderon, are the only people here who met this sister. What was her name?
Lydia met her. Lydia met her.
Oh yeah, Lydia did too, but I don't think...
So did Galcina.
I don't think Lydia was with you guys when her sister revealed who she was.
Because that was when we got the candle. That was when we left.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was. It was then. Alright, so Makana is sitting down here and is sitting at the table scribing, and she looks almost exactly like... What was her name? Wasn't Elixis. Asuriel, that was it. She looks almost as a spitting younger image of Asuriel. And she is going to look up at you and see Celebris and smile and say, by the gods, Kytrina told me you were kicking around in Ardor. She's gonna stand up and come offer a arm towards Celebris.
He'll take it and jokingly look at her and go, "Oh, you actually do relax."
She makes a trip attempt at you. Contested athletics check. She has rolled a 19. Or wait, I'm sorry, not a 19. A 9 plus. Oh, that is a 9. I'm sorry, 18. She's rolled an 18. As she grabs your arm, she goes to sweep your legs and knock you off balance. You catch yourself, and she's gonna point at you and it's like, "Ha! I see in death you haven't even lost a step."
Please, I've gained a couple.
She pokes your body and says, "How long will this form hold?"
It's held up for a few months so far, but I'm hoping to get my body back tomorrow. One of the dogs says they can resurrect me.
The rest of the party who is there, and actually the other party wouldn't be very far behind because that chase actually went northwards. The rest of the party there just looks like they've seen a ghost, so it's like, well, I guess a little Haran would try and compose herself. Geisen wouldn't know what's going on. Lydia definitely would have no bearings about her face, and Galcina would Galcina was told not to tell, and she's good at keeping secrets. Anyways, Makana's going to point at the party and say, "Is this a job?" Lumagrax is there, by the way.
You could say that. Did you read the report that was sent in from people in the branch office in Dawkinsdale?
She's gonna nod and say, "Thrice over. I'm actually sending a letter to the quarters now."
Well, I'm the one that sent it. Makana. Those letters we found off Draylen that me and Pax deciphered.
The rest of the party shows up, by the way.
Oh, which one?
Oh, you know what? That's a good point. Let's see. I'll roll evens, Group D, odds, Group C, odds, Group C.
Okay. Yeah, because we're all heading to the same location.
Yeah,
That's why
I'm gonna roll.
like,
You guys
one?
are here within 3 minutes. Let me set a timer.
I assume I have one midget under each arm.
No, they would have followed willingly.
I like
What
this
day?
better, but fine.
What
Very
day?
dusty. Just
Well,
be
I
safe.
feel like Dusty would be on your shoulders. It's just like he's not going to contest a free ride.
1 second.
No.
Let me 2 seconds. We're back.
1, 2.
Buckle my shoe. Yeah, and Makana is aware, by the way, the letters of Calcrest and stuff. But also, she has a responsibility, which, character growth of her handling it instead of shrugging it off.
Sorry, I'm back. I'm gonna say the letters that we found, they were true. I was there. I was in Calcrest. And he's gonna point to Gelsina. What's Gelsina's last name? I know it.
Sodella.
This girl's name is Gelsina Sudella. She was born in Calcrest while it was in the Demi-Plane.
Makana's going to roll a history check. And it's like, that name's so familiar.
They're another noble family that lived in the city.
She's going to say, my father, he knew your mother. She would come to our manor. Gelsina shrugs and says, I hardly remember her.
Makana, I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah,
It's real.
and Makana's, gonna hold up her hands and say, look, you don't have to tell me that. It's almost torture being on the other side of the world from it. But the people holding it there, I'm hunting them, or waiting for opportunities. I've been studying them.
And we have one. We have a great one. Makana, we can take down the entire Twilight Fang at once.
Right?
Sorry.
You're in a marrow that.
Alma, shut up.
Actually, that's actually perfectly 3 minutes to the dot. Group D shows up too.
Which dog was barking is the good question.
Right now, Rob, I need you to tell me which character you're controlling, Father A or Roman, and then I also need Jackal to tell me which character he's controlling, Alma or Dusty.
I'm gonna go with Father A because I'm pretty sure Roman won't have much to contribute. That being said, if anybody needs something from Roman explicitly, please state it. So that, I don't confuse Brandon.
Angry.
Makana is going to say, I'm on board for a hunt. I've always was, always am.
You need a tracker?
Anna Delia wants to use Lady Nightheart as bait to draw them out for an all-out assault. Get all of them out into the open. I've already arranged to meet again with the Sigil since our last meeting was interrupted by some not others that wanted to cause different issues for us.
Death and Hunters.
Definitely.
Makana is going to pause you and say, other meeting? You met with the
that's
Silver
right.
Sigil?
That wasn't.
We weren't supposed to talk about that.
I wasn't aware of that.
Technically,
Yeah.
it fell out of the sky.
Yeah, Makana or Kaitrina asked you guys to come along with her specifically because she knew if other members found out she was meeting with the Sigil, they would have her head, and she wanted protection.
That's true. I did forget that, didn't I?
Well,
no, I didn't see the note. I did not see the note. That was a note for them.
yeah, and in your defense, you haven't told her who met with the Sigil.
And I'm gonna say, yeah, me and points to the rest of the group D. he wanted to meet up with the Knights of the Magnate. They wanted to meet with the Knights of the Magnate to orchestrate it.
Roll me a deception check.
Can I give him guidance?
Deception.
I'm gonna use my
No, I'm gonna roll it's happening already. Go for it.
Oh, I can go.
16.
Oh man, I actually don't know Makana's insight and if she's trained in it, because nobody's ever lied to her.
Blatantly.
That can't be true.
Say it again.
That can't be true. Nobody's ever lied to her.
Well, I mean, nobody has had a reason to lie to her because, one, she's always been on the side of helping, allied with the goals of most groups, and then, two, she's also the popo, and she's crazy.
She's crazy, Popo.
She is trained in insight. I rolled a 13, but I'm actually just going to re-roll so I can click her sheet. Alright. She, for some reason I rolled it with advantage. She rolled a 12. It's on stream. And she is going to she's going to like pinch her eyes and say, the silver sigil dangled me as bait for those vampire monsters. They stripped me of everything and locked me in a cell. And waited for assassins to come after me.
Yeah, that's how we got to know each other.
I know.
I was there, in jail.
Yeah.
But this time, Makana, we had
This time we do it to somebody else.
No.
Well, technically, but if it helps, it won't be Lethalia.
You don't mean using.
Yeah, I do mean exactly that.
Marriage. Is there like a? Marriage is gonna sit down.
It's called an attack roll.
Yeah.
He's not tempted to roll an attack roll, but he's just gonna sit down and stare at. Is there like a fireplace here or something like that?
Yeah, there's a hearth that would be going. It's early spring, so it's cool out. It's very, very cool outside. But
Yeah,
also,
kind of just stare at that for a bit.
Altus and Dusty, you guys are going to recognize Makana. You don't know her, but she looks a lot like that woman you saw in Isildrad. Who Asiriel, who told you Makana was her sister. She also told you to tell Makana she was dead.
Okay. Do I do that though?
No, you don't have to. It's pretty much assumed everybody who was in Isildrad was dead. Makana is going to point to the door to Celebris and the other knights and say, I'll help your friends with whatever they need, but I will not work with the Silver Sigil. The lot of you out.
I'm not working directly with that sigil. I don't, but we have plans more so to... I also have a meeting that I need to be here, and it will take, and I don't have the energy to really travel that far again to another home. I was hoping that I could actually at least stay here, at least for the meeting with an old friend of mine, so we can meet up and talk about something, if that's okay with you.
The sigil have a way to pierce Draylen.
And she's going to say, yeah, probably turning our souls into some form of weapons and killing us in the process.
Apparently they got a piece of him, and they can duplicate it.
Uncharacteristically, Dumont is going to speak up. but he's actually going to say something quite more wise than he usually said.
Hmm.
And he's going to say, coming from my home, any weapon that you can use against these things is considered a blessing, even if it means to sacrifice. It's going to be worth it. My whole land is besieged by these bloodsuckers. They should be put down.
It's not the blood that you need to worry about. It's the amount of soul that they absorb as well and steal from.
That's
Demont,
why
give me a persuasion check with advantage.
I believe.
I believe in you as well.
I'm
I
going
believe in you.
I'm going
I'd
to
give
put this
guidance if I
on.
could.
I'm going to put the DC at the hard scale.
Can I give guidance or no?
it's got to be done before the roll is called.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh!
No,
Woo! That
I don't think
storyline
you-
crit. Makana is going to look over at her sword, leaning against the hearth. It definitely doesn't look of any sort of sarai craft to anybody else who follows her gaze.
Damn it!
She,
I'm the wrong character!
Yeah, no, I see it. I see it.
No,
She
it's
is-
just... Makana was the whatever, we'll continue. I'll say it later.
yeah, she's going to exhale and say, by any means. Fine. We'll work with the sigil. What do they need from the Kalkin?
Bodies. They'll give us the supplies.
She rolls her eyes and says, of course. I'll bring it up with Kaitrina.
Where is Kaitrina?
I can answer that possibly, considering me and Giovanno and I went out there to rescue to look for Alma this morning, and I discovered a burning building while trying to pinch in on his location. That was when I discovered the woman. I would remember the name that the party gave me.
Triton.
Triton. The woman Triton was carrying him out of the fire, and when I went to go tell Giovanno, he said he would go continue it, and then Katrina and presumably she took meat as well to go help him out with exploring the burning building to see if there were any other bodies there. Presumably there were 3 bodies that I could find. Didn't see any of the others. Didn't go into the fire. Not fire resistant.
And Makana is going to nod and say, it's the job of the Kalkin. Powerful spellcaster, assassins.
Hunters.
She nods and says, we'll make sure it's safe.
As for the rest of these people here with us, these are the Alonagian diplomats that I was bringing with me back here. I'm invested in helping them as well, because if this goes well, the Supreme Lady Dockensdale has promised a battalion to help liberate Hillcrest. This is so we can get more reinforcements to help save Hillcrest.
As you say, these are the Lonogian diplomats. Lydia's going to be the first one to speak and say, hi, I met your sister.
Oh no.
Way to go, Maria. Way to fucking go.
Makana looks at her and says, "What?" Gelsina's going to say, and her sister clearly said, "Do not tell her that she's alive."
You.
Every group's got a pup.
Makana is.
Yeah.
It's just like.
Makana is going to just look a little like off-founded and say, "Why? Why would she not want me to know that?"
That's where we run into the other problem with what's going on in Calcrest right now. She's working with a bunch. Your sister in Calcrest is working with a bunch of mages trying to keep people safe and alive. But to do so, they had to make a deal with some devils, literal devils. And so they could find
Everybody is going to roll a history check on that, and Alil Haran is going to scratch her head and say, "It was demons, demon blood." She looks down.
Everybody in our parties or just Group C?
No, the NPCs. I just threw 2 bajillion D20 and then just went, okay, this person, yeah. Alil Haran rolled the 19.
Sorry. Demon blood. And they're also in the process of trying to figure out a way out of that contract, but it's the only way they've been able to stay alive. If they step foot off of Calcrest, they die. We're working on a 2-front liberation attempt right now.
Alil Haran is going to speak up and say, I think they said the terms of, the terms was if they ever returned to Ilderon, the demons would take over their soul and body.
I thought the terms were if they stepped foot on Ilderon.
Alil Haran's going to nod and say, what do you think bringing the city back entails?
That's why we need to figure out a way out of their contract. And if I had to take a guess, that scroll they wanted from the elves in that city was their ticket. As I said, we're working on a 2-front assault to liberate everyone.
Makana is just going to be looking straight forward. It honestly looks like she was just all the wind is out of her. She's not breathless, but it doesn't look like she's breathing. And
congratulations, we killed her.
It's been a long, long month, Makana.
I believe the saying is, it's been a long month for everyone. all around, I should say.
I'm tired of demons.
Yeah, Makana's gonna say, Mia Lee doesn't want me on the assault to take back Calcrest. She wants me to maintain my post here. There's no way I could. Not if Asuriel's there.
I think this is probably why she wanted us to tell her that she was dead.
Yeah, well,
You've
since
always been this headstrong?
Since the cat was on the bag, I had to reveal all the cards.
Makana is going to look at Roman. Oh, Father A, there you go, that one. And say, it's what saved me from Calcrest. I looked to the forest and I ran. And she's gonna look at Celebris and say, take your damn chances with the silver sigil. I'm going back to the quarters.
You know, we had her, and then you just had to bring up...
Lydia
What are you
is going to
saying
say,
that as, Jackal?
Lydia's going to just respond and say, I'm sorry, she deserved to know the truth. Everybody does.
Now it wasn't the time for that, Lydia, but I was gonna eventually tell her myself.
Dusty, for once, pretending to be wise is like information's a powerful tool. You know, you don't just give that shit away for free.
Information pays.
Makana. I want you to-
Who is packing her plate mail and sword, by the way.
I know. You need to understand, I'm doing everything I can to help. I know you are probably ready to stab me, just like everyone else who I've met up with for the first time today. But I'm literally standing here as not living, trying to save Kelker, trying to help you, trying to help this damn everyone, this damn country, this damn world. Just know I'm not, that what I'm doing isn't the best options always, but it's the damn only ones I can see right now.
She is going to shake her head at Celebris and say, I don't hate you. I don't have any anger against you. I would never consider attacking you. I trained you myself. You'll be a better sentinel than me. When they find a way into that city, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be ready. And it's going to take every god on this plane to hold me back.
And I'll be there once the call comes myself. I started the journey towards this, and I'll be damn sure I'm gonna end it. Right now, I'm gonna finish what I started here. I'm gonna take out those motherfuckers from the Fang, one by one by one, if I have to. And then I will be there.
Makana is going to say, well, it's nightfall. Kaitrina and the others project to be back at midnight. If you want to wait in the office, you can. Otherwise, it's going to be a long evening. She looks at everybody and says, I ride. Makana is gonna go. Shrug. She could care less about this office.
Makana.
She stops for a moment.
Something I learned early on is sometimes the best way to help somebody else is to wait until you see an opening for you to enter. Sometimes taking a moment to take a breath and to think things through calmly is the best choice you can make when confronted with a lot of information. Don't act necessarily on instinct all the time. I am saying this both as a hunter and as one who does it more often than he probably should.
You know, now that I think about it, isn't the way to Calcrest, which is now Isildred, in a pocket dimension? You don't have magic? How the hell are you gonna get there?
She's gonna say, well, they figured out it's still there. It's gotta be somewhere in the lake. She shrugs and says, I don't know, but when they figure it out, I'll be ready.
Let me tell you something about that lake. We called it the seawall. It instantly killed anyone that touched it.
Being able to enter it through your side, as I said, wait to find an opening And sometimes you need a pack with you.
If it helps, you can bring this up to the commanders. We got out using...
I was told I can only be one character.
Yeah, I know. I am giving you the opportunity now here because it's important. You, as Roman, can chime in if you know anything, or if you don't, I'll give you the opportunity to make a intelligence check.
Well, isn't it Tengu? Like Tengu's stupid Dorai magic?
You know more than just that, too.
Well, I'm gonna roll a history check and it's gonna suck, so... And then when it sucks, I'm just gonna keep my stupid mouth shut. Oh, it was a 17, what do you know?
That's actually not really bad.
You know, Zodra had a letter that Iman Solom discovered a way to get in and out of Calcrest, and he sent the information to one of his followers, and that follower has the information and is waiting as a contingency to give it to a group of evil mages to attack Calcrest. That follower is presumably somewhere on Ilderon, and your link to that follower was through Lydia, which is why Zodra was with you. Also, where is Zodra?
He would be here with us, wouldn't he?
No, he's gone.
No, he's gone. He got what he wanted. But no, people, would be like noticing, like, oh no, Zodra. But yeah.
So as Roman, Zodra and I came to Ardor in part to protect Lydia. That was my goal. And Zodra came because we learned that Iman Solom knew how to get into Calcrest. Thistledred, whatever you want to call it. He left those instructions with a contact. That contact somewhere here in the world. And we think Lydia knows who it is. Or might, know.
Lydia's gonna point to herself and say, me? Dad! My dad met with tons of people.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily in a conspiratorial sense, but your dad's friends. So, you might know who's the most likely person. Point is, you running off is actually probably going to get you further from your answers.
She's gonna say, alright, let's see this letter.
Shit, I don't have it, do I?
You do not.
Zodra... Where the hell is Zodra? Where in the bridge is that Demon Lincoln, Paladin swearing, son of a bitch?
Lathy is going to look around too and say, by Lilia's name, damn! I gave him the book.
He took the book and ran. I don't trust mercenaries.
Gave him the book. She breaks down and starts crying. Makana's gonna hold up her hands, very uncomfortable at this, and say, "What?" Lydia kneels down and comforts her.
Lathy had a diary of Yissel.
Yissel's
gone now too.
Yissel's the person who did this to Calcrest. Or one of them. Altus!
Oh.
You can do illusionary magic, can you not?
Of course.
Can you make an image of Zodra?
Yeah, I do so. Then, do I need to roll a Brendan?
No, you don't. You can make one. Yeah, I guess Makana will look at it, and she's gonna shake her head and say, Zodra, he has the letter, and he has a book about the mage that destroyed Isildrad. Lethe, crying on the floor, is gonna nod and say, yeah, he does. And Makana's gonna say, I'll find him in this damn book.
Don't kill him. He's
No.
another one
Do
who's...
it.
Okay. He was your friend. I was trying to be nice for you, Roman. If you say go ahead.
Friend, I hired him to do a job.
He was another what?
He was from Israel.
And Makana is gonna say, Pen? He
Yes.
lived? He lived in the center of the city! How?
You know, I always told him that like the sneaky route was always the way. This is the first time I've actually seen him do it. I'm kind of proud.
A stubborn refusal to die?
Oh, the sewer rat here is also from Isildrad, or from Calcrest.
Yeah, no, I live there. Not a fun place.
Yeah, she doesn't recognize Dusty.
I don't expect her to.
Yeah, no.
I'm just saying I'm a local. I didn't say I knew her.
I'm local!
Well, I'm just saying, like, I know that place.
But he's the one who has the answers we're probably going to need to get there. You say I'm going to be a better sentinel, and I don't ever believe that's the case, Makana. You can get the information better than anyone I know.
I mean, I think the contract is Walter Renapol, but...
Makana's gonna say, where would he go? Which direction?
I have no idea. I mean, I don't know much about him. I mean, he might head down, and he...
Lil Haren's going to raise her hand and say, he was talking about Ayman Solem's contacts. Last night he seemed pretty adamant about killing Tengu.
Tengu needs to die. That's a net good in the world.
Tengu, you mean
he's
the
a
guy
Nazaram soldier?
who thinks he's going to be the next Ascended.
Lil Haren nods and says, I believe he's headed to Gwir.
Oh. That's fortuitous.
That's where we're headed.
Eventually, it is.
Also, real quick, I'm just gonna be Roman and chill, otherwise noted. Since switch.
Well, that's just because it was essential. Lydia's gonna still patting what's her face's back. Lethe's back. She's gonna say, we're headed to Bika Hold. We're going to meet with Walter Renopal. He was a friend of my father's. He knows me. If we can get him to stop the...
Kind of does the, Dad knows him, huh?
Evil group of sorcerers and mages. Walter would never. That's why he's fighting this current war he's in. At least from what you guys know about him. But yeah.
He also gave birth to Brock.
Fair. Yeah. One good, one evil. Makana is gonna say, alright, I'll head to Gwir. I'll find this Zodra. Whatever information I can bring back, I'll meet you in Bika Hold. She points to Celebris and says, trust the sigil at your own risk.
Trust me. I trust them about as far as I could. Looking at his arms for a second. As far as Altus could throw them.
Not far.
It's just...
You know, I thought of a different thing you could say, but I'm going to choose not to say it now.
Just watch your head. They scramble brains.
I would like to end there. It is 10:36. It's 6 minutes past our time. But I would also like to get a direction for the next two parties, or for each party, so we don't have to
Do some Mega Session 2.0.
Yeah, so we don't have to do 3 more mega sessions of just like, here, everybody's still together for reasons. Which, I'm fine with you guys being together for reasons, but I want people to be able to have their moments. As a suggestion, as a Dungeon Master, Group C could potentially hit the road, and Group D could let the Magnate know they're starting their vacation, and then hit the road right after.
We're meeting with the Sigil at the office tonight.
Oh yeah, you are.
That's why I want to have Anderson send another sending to Katrina.
Send another sending. I'm out of spell slots.
Okay, and Alma send another sending.
Oh yeah, no, Alma hasn't used any spell slots yet today, so.
Alma knows Katrina.
Oh
Yes,
god,
he
could
does.
you imagine the Silver Sigil showing up and Makana being there?
That's why I want her gone. Go bye-bye. Because she will kill everyone.
Well, she won't kill, but she will attack.
Well,
One
she'll
paladin could probably kill 2 wizards or sorcerers in 1 turn before she gets taken out.
So yeah, I would like Alma to send, or I'll have someone send a sending to Katrina to let her know that they are coming and that she needs to get sooner than later.
Mm.
And that we've sent Makana, basically kind of sent Makana away.
Like we are getting the guard dog away.
With the hunting dog in her place at the moment by the door.
So that's where I would say Group D
Okay.
start
And
with their processing.
Group C.
I don't know, so we hit the road.
Okay, hit the road in the evening, or do you guys want to stay the night at the Lucky Lass again?
I assume we'll get some sleep. I don't know about the rest of the party, but I assume we'd rather sleep than go in the morning.
Yeah, sleep sounds good.
Okay. And so Group D is staying at the Kalkin office until the party gets back, and Group C is headed back to the Lucky Lass brothel.
I got all the information in regards to the plan to discuss, so we should be good there.
Lethe cries on the floor for about 10 minutes before Lydia finally gets her up.
I'm keeping Gelsina.
You're keeping Gelsina. You can't just keep Gelsina. She's a free spirit.
Gelsina's a strong, independent woman who doesn't need no man.
Let's see. Gelsina will actually roll a percentage die of where she wants to go. Group C is her friend, but Gwir is a fancy port city with lots of people. Wait, she doesn't know Gwir is a fancy port city with lots of people. She stays with her friends. I'm sorry. Because
Yay,
Celebris is
we're
one
friends.
friend, but Group C is a lot of friends.
See these guns? I'm like 2
Yeah.
friends.
Well, before they leave, I'll tell Gelsina that once this is all settled, I want to start training her to be a member too.
Alright. Yeah, and she'd be receptive of that, even though she has... Oh, wait, she has a loose idea what the Kalkin was. They explained it in Dawkinsdale. Alright, let's end there for the night, and we will pick up next session there. I'm going to take specific issue and say minus 10,000 experience to all the groups, because Lumagrax, I had lots of prep into A-list tonight, and you didn't even go say hi to her.
And you didn't even mention to Father A that you were gonna go kill her. So now I don't have an excuse to go visit.
And I'm specifically holding that back right now.
Yeah, come on.
So
Come
basically
on,
what you're
Taylor.
saying is you're gonna leave town and ditch your duties again.
To be fair, they are still staying another night, so there is time.
Yeah, there's time. But I was saying to Rob all week, I was just like, I'm pretty confident Alis could, convince something interesting out of Lumagrax if he goes and says hi. All right. Let's see. Major experience for tonight.
I hope that you were just joking about the negative experience, right?
No, I was not.
Yeah,
kidding.
that was-
No, I'm kidding. I was
You
joking.
lose. You actually got worse.
What major events happened tonight? So, Makana learned about her sister. Zodra's
I
personal.
should not have told her.
Yeah,
Brandon, you did that to us, so we didn't even decide that.
No, I mentioned Lydia was having a hard time keeping it together. Nobody pulled her aside and was like, "You good, dog?" I was rolling her wisdom saves, and she eventually she didn't nat one. She rolled a 2. Just like, and it was when she was called on. Of just like, "Hey, you! Hey, I know your sister! Ha! What?"
I was Father A, not Roman, and neither one of them would have cared.
Oh,
I was Mel and I didn't know.
What?
Yeah, inadvertently Mel inadvertently didn't stop Father A from freeing Kadam.
We did free Kadam, and I've enlisted her help to kill Draylin.
I'm gonna give you guys minor experience for the chase sequence and minor experience for adding Freya almost organically.
We also learned that Tristan is enlisting Kadam's help.
Oh yeah.
His evil is showing.
Both from Previa and she mentioned it when I gave her the pick.
Yeah.
Oh,
do we get minor experience for Marrow losing faith in Father A?
Or at least being able to, being there enough to be like, I need a long conversation with you away from the party.
Everything
for Audrey.
I'll give you minor experience for that. There was something... Oh, go ahead.
We got a major plan for taking down the Fang.
Yeah. The plan has upgraded. Oh, and you guys learned about the port master. She has been smuggling slaves in for them to eat. Group A actually knew about this plot. Scary and the Blue Band found it out, and they were like, "Hey, this lady is killing lots of slaves for vampires." And I think specifically it was, what was his face? Where Sarah was like, "Yeah, that's not our business. Let's just go."
Yeah, no.
You know what? Not our problem.
Werewolves, not vampires. We just murder werewolves. That's all.
We killed the vampire that was there, so that's all I care about.
Let's see. That is 6. Is there anything else I am missing tonight? There is one. Oh, go ahead.
Were you gonna say it? Because if you're just gonna say it, we told Grax told Anadelia, who hired him to kidnap Rachia, and I loosely connected that to the greater ills of Ilderon.
Oh yeah, I'll give you guys minor for that. But no, I was going to give you minor for something else. Previa, just pure luck, happenstance, got a 96 on a "Are we in the same place?" die. You witness a very essential piece of information. Somebody was arguing with Anna and told her without her pack, she is not as much of a threat as people think she is.
Now, so part of that got me confused. So the person was telling Anna that without the pack.
Without her pack, she is, not as much of a threat as people think she is.
Which we can, out of character, assume that was Olivia and her argument.
It was probably Rukai.
And Bravia has no idea and doesn't care.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, that is going to be a grand total of 6 major events and 5 minor events. I'm doing the math right now.
We've learned enough to be super suspicious of Triton, and that's why I'm getting the hell out of town.
Alright, I'm going to give both groups 12,000 experience for tonight.
Oh, leveled up.
We all leveled up. I think everyone
and,
ever.
inspiration to Wolf and inspiration to Altus. And you know what? Inspiration to Roman and inspiration to Celerus.
Oh, wow.
And you get inspiration, and you get inspiration.
Well, two per group, but 12,000.
That's over 9,000.
Yeah, the moments that got inspiration for tonight, Altus, running after Nafano. It's just like, you should come and talk to me alone in an alleyway. You've definitely tried to kill me several times before on multiple occasions. This seems like a great idea.
No, Roman, the man with the legs of steel.
Roman,
not giving a fuck.
Roman for finally breaking, of just like, you know what? F all of you, and if you die, you die.
Wait, what did I get inspiration for?
And
in the crypts, with Shafe not just going along, like, suspecting Father A is just like, yeah, I everybody says you're a nice grandfather, but honestly, I don't see it. I don't see when you've ever been nice to anyone, and I kind of feel like you're up to no good right now.
How do you have...
You know what happened to the last party member that suggested I wasn't a good guy?
No, because I wasn't there.
He just said he lives with me.
he shows me through a portal.
He shoved me through a portal.
Yeah. But anyways, that moment, and then I don't remember who else I gave inspiration to.
Me.
Oh, yeah. At the Calkin office, I just thought that was, and then also, Love It Cracks, I gotta kill Alis. Please don't tell me any more of the crimes you're about to commit. I'm actually a government official, and you shouldn't be talking to me about this. Don't ask, don't tell, man.
Well, a government official gave me that command, so...
Yeah.
That makes it even more, I don't want to know.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, I'm going to end the broadcast because reasons. Oh, your guys' next session. Every group except Group C will after this, everybody will be on schedule. Next week, Group C doesn't meet because it's my birthday, which is why we did this today, and then, look at the calendar for Group D's thing.
27th?
I believe that to be true.